Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
K-Dog. Some people definitely S-Dog. Yeah. Some people still call me K-Dog if they were
No freaking way.
close friends of mine at that time in my life. Yeah, they'll still say K-Dog.
Do I feel too close to the mic?
No.
I like it. I like how I sound in here. It feels nice.
The last person I had on was saying that too. It sounds like a spaceship or something. It sounds a little different.
It sounds, yeah, I feel.
But
See, I record music.
Yeah.
Like, we're actually dropping our album pretty soon here, and this is not how it sounds like.
No.
And I'm like, hey, can you turn off the reverb, please? Because, like, this sounds like it has reverb on it, like echoey reverb.
Yep.
And I sound glorious. And I love it. Do you know how I feel?
There is no reverb.
No, but it sounds good.
But it sounds good.
It sounds good. And there's not even the space.
No, it's having these, especially having these, like, I've never recorded with headphones like this when I've done, because I'll do my own. I make a little music myself, but I keep it to myself.
Wait a second. You make music? What kind of music?
Hip hop, like rapping.
Dude, you hip hop rap?
Yeah.
What if I drop a little beat right now? Would you give us a teaser?
No.
Dude, I'm putting myself on the line with a little beatbox.
I ain't public like that. No, bro. No, everything I've made, it's been very few things, but I've been writing more as like emotional release, sort of, since I was like in high school.
I feel that.
So I just would write, and I don't know. Eventually, it just somehow, I guess, over time became a habit. If I was like frustrated, I guess, or upset or whatever, I would just like on my notes. And
I feel that.
So then I think just through that, then I would just like anytime I'd think of anything that I think kind of like flowed good or sound good with no beat, just in my head, like, oh, those like words go together well. I just kind of jot it down. So I'll do both, like emotional release, or if my brain is constantly running.
Dude, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
With poetry, and I still do till this day. I actually finally released my poetry album.
Yeah.
On Spotify. Dude, it's such a great feeling when like people get to sneak peek inside your brain.
Yeah.
Because like I'm overall. Do you think I'm a positive person?
Yeah.
I'm overall kind of like a positive, like, hey, how you doing?
Every interaction I've had with you has been very high energy.
Yeah, high energy, positive, all that fun stuff. And poetry, man, that's really. I just want to talk like this. Right? Are you dark? It feels great, right?
Are you really dark? Am I too close? On this camera, it looks real close.
Are you? I'm just kicking back. Do you want me to lean in a little bit?
No, you're
yeah,
Gucci,
we can lean in. Like, hey, what's up, guys? What's happening? All right.
However you feel, be comfortable.
Mixtape. I love the kickback.
Get down here, dude.
Hey.
Just start beatbox. Do you beatbox?
Yeah, I do a little bit, man. That's what I'm trying to showcase my beatbox so you can showcase your rap. I'm trying to make a duo.
No, I ain't like that, bro. I don't got it like that. I got friends who are good at freestyle, and I'm just like, okay, I know where my place is.
But with poetry, man, like even with your music, like if you like let go of certain things or whatever, it's like your outlet.
Oh, for sure. I have so much written in my phone, and what I was gonna say is that even from the beginning, I kind of had it in my mind of like, oh, I'd like to put this into music. And at this point now, I definitely write to put it into a song. But very few things I've ever actually made into a song. Let me ask you this.
What's the worst that can happen if you release a song
that
you wrote and you freaking mastered or mixed or whatever the frick you do? What's the worst that can happen?
I feel you there.
You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. But I haven't even
I'll help you produce it too. I got you.
All right, bro, let's do it. So that's the thing. I don't even know. Usually it's always on my own or one or two of my friends. And even they're better than I am. But like with GarageBand or something, I'm not super savvy with the technical
I got a studio
software.
At home. I live up on the bluff. So tomorrow we're starting bright and early.
Fuck.
Actually, I can't do tomorrow, but next week.
Yeah, I'll have to fly back.
Yes,
I'm home for 2 weeks, and then I'm gone again.
Done, dude. Frick, 2 weeks.
Yeah, man.
You excited for the holidays, though?
Yeah, it's gonna be weird. Like I didn't obviously remembered and knew COVID was going on, but in my head, since I'm living in LA, I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna come home, things are gonna be normal. Then like hit me a few days before I came back, like, nah, it's still gonna be weird. It's not gonna be the same when I go back. But I'm still excited because I don't see my family much. At all anymore, living across the fucking country, but
I feel that.
So that'll be cool. But yeah. Oh, hello.
This is the cut version of this segment. Hi guys, we're still in our thing. Yep.
Do you need if you need help, then you can help them.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not yet. Do you want me to just?
And we're done.
And we're done.
No,
dude, LA is so dope. Like, here's the thing. I know I'm gonna repeat myself here real quick, but we did this really dope video with you, and dude, I was obsessed with it. I remember when I made it, I was like, frick, this is gonna fly off, and it did really well on Insta and everywhere, even YouTube. Like right now, I literally booked a gig for a guy. He's like rebranding, doing all this fun, really cool stuff, and I booked a gig based on that video.
Really?
He's like, I like this video, I want this kind of content. And I
Yeah.
was like, well, you need abs like that first. I'm like, if you don't got abs like that, you can't.
You like work on yourself before you come talk to me, bro.
Yeah, take care of yourself and then we can talk.
Yeah.
No, but it was really, really dope in my opinion. I thought it was like
I
amazing.
love that fucking video. I had that in mind, but again, I knew you were editing it, whatever. I didn't know what you were gonna make it into, but it exceeded what I was expecting. I mean, that was just a little thing. I was like, I don't even remember how it happened. Did I reach out to you and say, hey,
Oh my gosh.
Like
you know
let's-
how it happened? We were both privileged.
yeah.
And we were doing a shoot. I think you were part of it. I think it was a glasses shoot or some kind of commercial job. And you probably took off your shirt or something, and you're like,
Was it-
yo, I'm gonna, like, I think you were like changing out your shirt, something like that. And we started talking about working out, and I was like, we should make a video. And I think it was a collaborative, like, just let's do it. And we did. And it was literally, okay, we shot the video, and 2 days later, boom, you're freaking in LA. You're like chasing your dreams. You're
Yeah,
going
that
all
was right
freaking.
before I moved. That's when I saw that it was fucking dope. And like I was saying earlier, I was just thinking, damn, if I was staying home, I would definitely want to do more of that.
How long ago was that?
I moved not last June, but the June before that. So it's going to be, I mean, I don't even want to do the math in my head, but it's probably been a year and a half since I left.
So last year we did the video.
2020, 2019. Yeah.
Guys, we're not high, I promise.
I'm just tired.
Dude, say less. Yo, I got
I think
coffee,
it would have
bro.
been 2019 then. No. Yeah. Yeah, I think it would have been 2019 in like beginning of June. Because I moved right in the middle of June.
Dude, that's freaking fire.
It was like June 16th, I think.
Dang.
Yeah, man. All right. All right, bro. This is about you, though, bro. This is about you.
Oh, say less.
Stefan the man here. You go by Stefan, right? Not
Always, man. Anything that starts with an S, right?
Anything that
It can be
starts
smart, sexy, Stefan, whatever the frick you want to go. I'm cool with it.
smart, sexy Stefan, baby. And how do you pronounce your last name?
Sharikov.
Say
Or
it again.
Sharikov.
Say it again.
Sharikov.
Sharikov. I knew I wasn't going to get that one.
It's
I just know Stefan. But, okay. So, on the come up, Stefan is a dope-ass photographer.
Thank you.
Way out here. Do
And
you care where I say? Or if I say where?
not at all.
Jordan, Minnesota, which I don't even know if I've been to before.
It's almost like the Middle East, but it's not.
The Middle East of the Midwest.
Thank you. I like that. Dude, we're coming up with some good ideas here, man. Watch people snag a bunch of business ideas and cool other things from this talk
The Middle
today.
East
I
of the
promise you.
Midwest.
I'm telling you.
All right, bro. So tell me how you grew up, man. I don't know if you grew up here. Seems to be a theme on my show already. I know you. Haven't seen you for a while, but I don't know a ton about you or your background or your upbringing. So tell me how you came up, man. How did you grow up? How did you get into photography? How did you know you wanted to do that? Just life.
All right. Well, my dad is Russian. My
Mhm.
mom is Lithuanian. Both my grandmas are Jewish. So being born here, I'm like, who the frick am I, right? I mean, seriously, like, who can say? So I was born in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, which is a little bit up north of here, right? And that's about it for my childhood, to be honest. I don't know what else there is to
Yeah.
it. Throughout the whole process, I always believed in the system, right? The system of, hey, you got to do your school, you got to go into college, get well education, and work hard and do the 9 to 5. And in my head, I never had a 9 to 5, so I can't say I fully believed in it, but it was the system you follow here in America, right? So I was like, hey, that's cool. So obviously, I was doing the whole process. I was homeschooled for most of my life, and then I was like, hey, let's do college. So at 16, I got into PSEO
You're homeschooled all the way through high school?
instead of kindergarten.
What, say that again?
Instead of kindergarten.
Instead of kindergarten?
Yes, everything but kindergarten.
Okay. Did you have a bad?
Yeah.
Did you have a bad kindergarten? And we're like, fuck this. I'm going. What happened in kindergarten?
It was just the transition. Everybody just in our family went homeschool, and we just decided homeschool is the way to go. I didn't get a say in it because I was young and
kindergarten.
But hey, I'm happy I did it, man.
Yeah.
I got.
So you never felt. I guess what if you're happy you did it, you never felt slighted or like you missed out on public school, or were you more like I'm fucking glad I'm not going to public school?
Dude, I got to travel the world. I got to see Turkey, Kazakhstan, Moldova, Greece,
so
Israel, Jordan.
You didn't miss out
I
on
mean,
shit.
not this Jordan, guys. The Jordan. That's on the Red Sea. I mean, not only that, but support groups that we went to. I mean, it was more of like the worldly experience than anything. It was the most incredible experience ever. Like, I never missed out on the whole public school or the private school, whatever it was. It was like, yo, I get to learn from life.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That is amazing.
So
I didn't know
props to my parents.
I didn't. But okay, you just said that's it about your growing up story, and you just named like 10 different fucking countries.
that's also part of the nonprofit, which I could get into if you want to.
Yeah, bro. I want to get into whatever you want to get into. All about you, bro.
All right, so let me finish with education, right?
Yeah.
How photography came about, and
Yeah.
at least for me, how I saw it. So at age 16, I got into college, and I was like, all right, let's do this PSEO thing, and let's see where it can go, and all that fun stuff. And then I did that for 3 years. I was a junior in college, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna jump into grad school.
Fuck. So you were a junior in college at
I had
19?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was like, I have all the prereqs. I'm gonna apply, and I got in with chiropractic, and I'm like, dude, chiropractic. I love chiropractic because I can help people every day, and multiple people. You know, like it was a cool thing. I was like, wow, I get to be with people, and I get to work with my hands, and I love it. It's so great. Got into chiropractic when I was 19. Everybody there was like 24. Like, I'm just in grad school. Like,
imagine.
everybody's there like after they got their bachelors and crap. And I'm like, yeah, let's do this. So I did that for a couple years, and I was after it for, I don't know, maybe till 23-ish, 22. It was after that, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then I caught myself slipping in the idea that every morning, 6 a.m. till roughly 10 p.m., I was doing school.
Yeah.
Every morning. We also run a nonprofit with our family and other volunteers, whatnot. And I would miss out on weekend trips. I would miss out to country trips. I would miss out on all these great opportunities in my life. And I was like, this is the dumbest thing in the entire universe. Why am I wasting my youth in this? So I dipped out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I'm going to follow something I really want to try. So I think that's when I met you. It was January 1st, 2019. I walked into Privileged.
Wow.
Or January 2nd. I walked into Privileged. And
So you just started doing photography?
I didn't just start. I was doing photography for the whole, but I decided to take it seriously at that time. I was like, I'm going to take this crap seriously. I want to go after it. And if I'm going to try to get something or get somewhere, I'm going to go all in.
Yeah.
Like 110%. I'm doing all my 14, 15, 16 hours a day. I'm going to rock all into photography, all into art. So I got into that, and then last year was incredible. This year, as funny as it may sound, yes, COVID, yes, it sucks, but it hasn't done. I'm doing fantastic.
Yeah, you seem. I mean, again, I'm far away, but when I see you posted, it seems like you're working all the fucking time.
I'm working all the time. I love the clients I get through here. I love the people that I get to work with. Freaking love Privileged, obviously. Port, all these great agencies that I get to. It's incredible, man. Like, it's still rock and rollin', you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has some limitations, like wearing a mask and sanitizing all the time and all the fun stuff. But, yeah, and I dipped out of grad school, kind of never looked back, man. It's been 2 years, and I'm doing this, and I'm like...
And this fucking place.
And I get to do what I'm passionate about. And when I talk to people, I'm like, listen, man, are you passionate about what you do, or do you love your 9 to 5?
Exactly.
I don't talk about it. I did it. I'm like, I don't work 9 to 5. I never have, and I love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm blessed to, like, hey, I can take pictures of people, get to put a smile on their faces.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, okay, say less. Let's put a little video of his egg pack, guys. Take off your shirt.
Nah. I'll post that video. Maybe I'll repost it or something because it's a dope fucking video. Not even
It's dope.
me, the editing of it. Like, I
And we
just
got-
did a fucking workout, and this dude shot it, edited it.
It was so chill.
And
He's
it was
just like,
dope.
come to the gym. I'm working out.
Yeah, did you like that gym?
Dude, it was amazing.
Shout out to the lab in Ham Lake. One of my best friends' uncles own that gym, and it's not very old. I want to say maybe 2 years, not even 2 years. I think a year.
What's it called?
And
The lab athletics or something? Or?
Yeah, it's the lab athletics.
I think so.
It's one of those two. It's in Ham Lake, so if you look it up, but it's a fucking great private gym.
It's got the grass turf. And
Yeah,
it's
they
got
have turf, bunch of basketball courts. I believe they put up batting cages. I've been out of baseball too long. I took one sip of wine and I'm already stumbling.
Oh,
batting
frick.
ball cages. No, they put up the batting cages. I think before baseball season, maybe in the winter. Right now, again, I haven't been there very much. I haven't been home, but if you're looking for a private gym to go to, it's fucking sick. But yeah, super cool guys there as well. But I forgot where I was even going. But yeah, so
We're talking about the video and potentially plugging it, guys. So if you do see the video here, enjoy the frick out of it. Send K-Dog here all your love and all that you can think of because it looks amazing. We even put chains on you, bro.
yeah,
We put chains on you. There was powder. It was...
I think
Anyways.
I did my LeBron.
What's your LeBron?
Bro, you know LeBron? The powder?
Is that the LeBron?
Yeah.
Oh, frick.
Actually, I know it is the LeBron. Someone might have done it before. It's an NBA thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Dude,
'Cause I think I'm assuming they do it so their hands, if they're sweaty before the game, just kind of
frick.
chalks it up. I mean, chalk is chalk. Chalk is big in lifting too. So
Here's a funny thing. I actually played point guard throughout high school. And the worst story about this, the worst part of the story is I was not only point guard, I was also captain of the team,
yeah.
and I'm homeschooled. So people are like,
Bro, we had a
who the frick is this guy? Why is he
Yes.
here? Why is he telling us what to do?
Yeah.
And I was good. I'm not going to be like, I
Mhm.
am hashtag humble too, guys. Very humble guy, for sure. So, like, but on the other hand, like,
I
can
don't
you
know if I
imagine?
should take that serious or not.
But seriously, can you imagine a freaking homeschool kid? I was like this skinny kid, just I'm still probably kind of skinny. Although I gained weight, but I was like walking in, be like, "Yay, guys, let's go!" Like everybody, and they're like,
Who
"No."
the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Does he even go to our school?
Dude, love balling, dude. So
Where did you
amazing.
play then?
Here in this schools. We moved here to
What
Jordan.
high school though?
What class? We were class C though.
No, what high
We're gonna
school?
talk about that.
What high school? What high school?
It wasn't my captainship.
What high school team?
Jordan High School
Jordan
team.
High School. See, maybe
Dude,
maybe
you
I
did
didn't
not have
even
to
know.
bring out the class C. Why not you mention? Can you cut that part out?
you brought it up.
Can you cut that part out?
I can cut it out.
It's like, cut it out.
Yeah, I'll cut it out.
Thank you.
Class C. Fucking little guys. No.
They didn't even have a class D, man. Why did I
No.
say that again? Seriously, I'm setting myself up for failure
Yeah,
here.
you brought it up. I was just trying to figure out what school it was. No.
Oh,
we
frick.
I think we were the biggest class. We might have been the second biggest
Which one did you
for
go to?
basketball. For football, I know we were in the biggest. But it's different, isn't
Which
it?
one was
Is
your?
it 5A or 6A?
Which high school did you play
St.
for?
Francis. I didn't play basketball though.
Oh, cool. What'd you play?
Football, baseball, and wrestling. Then my senior year, I did track instead of baseball. So it was cool. It was fun. High school was fun for me. But what I was going to say is it's interesting literally hearing about what you were just saying about leaving college and going after a dream, basically, is what I'm picking up from that. Because I didn't know that about you. I didn't know you'd gone through that. But it already relates to exactly... it's just something that I'm finding in people, because when I wanted to make the show, that's kind of who I'm thinking about. Okay, who are people that I see are going after something, like I've said before. So if you're listening, you probably are hearing me repeat myself, but that isn't guaranteed. Like, it's up to you what you make it, sort of. But it also just has to work out, and you got to figure out how to make it work out. And I didn't even know that about you, but that fits exactly with what I'm finding about all these other people that I'm talking to as well. And that's just fucking
Can I
sick.
talk about one thing that's really annoying me?
Go for it.
Like, you're an entrepreneur, right? You chase after your own vibe, and are you kind of an entrepreneur to a certain extent?
I would say I think like an entrepreneur, and I guess maybe with this show now, I could say I have a hard time calling myself an entrepreneur because.
Do you in your bio on Instagram? Oh my gosh, we're gonna talk about your bio on Instagram in a sec. But do you in your bio on Instagram have entrepreneur?
I might, but I don't think I do.
You don't.
Should I look?
I checked. Oh my gosh, I checked before this. I hope you didn't add it within the last 3
No,
hours or 4 hours.
I don't think I do though, because I would never.
Because that just like, I feel like that's just like the worst thing in the entire universe when somebody's like an entrepreneur, and they're like entrepreneur in their bio. It's like, seriously, bro. It just for me, it's like, aren't we all low key like entrepreneurs? If you're after it, go get the bread, man.
Mm-hmm.
Kudos to you, Mazel Tov. Like, do your thing, but like. Entrepreneur. I am an entrepreneur.
You don't like the bio entrepreneur, the bio bracket?
No, I don't. Like, if somebody's got it, screenshot it, send to me. I will literally send you very angry videos.
I got some shit in my bio that.
No, yeah, you're you have a pandemic, sir.
Bro, I'm glad you laughed. That's.
Dude, that was so hilarious. I mean, I'm sorry,
I'm still
everybody.
alive.
Disclaimer: COVID is a very serious issue to most people. But damn, that was funny, dude.
Well,
Holy frick.
when I was putting it in there, I was like, yeah, I'm still alive. I'm gonna put that in there. That maybe would be funny to somebody. I thought it was kind of funny, but
It was hilarious.
then I was like,
Pandemics
the
are-
superstitious side of me was like, damn, should I put this in here and I'm gonna get fucking caught?
Of
I
what?
ain't gonna be surviving. And then that'll be the joke. I died as I have pandemic survivor in my Instagram bio.
That would be just jinxing your luck.
That's what I was thinking. I
Right
was like,
there.
fuck, maybe I shouldn't put it in there.
Pandemic survivor.
But
and
hey,
then
I hit submit.
Next thing you know, K-Dog be dead.
Be dead.
A month later.
Yeah.
When did you put that in there?
That'd be. I don't even remember. Probably sometime at the beginning of COVID. I think because I started a vlog, so I think I updated the bio to include the link for the videos I was posting. So I probably just changed it and fucked with it then. I mean, because before March there wasn't a pandemic, so you know, I'm not a psychic, so I couldn't have seen it before then.
Dude, some people are so great at telling the future, but they
That
don't
they
even
knew.
know it.
Mm.
Maybe, I don't know.
Did I put it in? Maybe I put it in February.
Oh, frick.
And I predicted COVID. Is that
Did
what
you
you're-
get
is that what
COVID
you're
yet?
saying? No, not that I'm aware of. I've been tested a lot actually, because probably shouldn't have done that into the mic. I'll cut that out. But
You go like, just, and then you're like, I was like twice on the mic. I'm like, oh, man.
bro, moving on. And
Oh,
then
this
you're-
guy.
you're
This-
smacking it on the couch.
You said it's all about me, right? I can do what I want.
Yeah. No, but I've had to get tested to be on set. That's what I
Oh,
was trying to
frick.
say. And then I've gotten tested on my own. I got tested just before coming home, also just because I don't want to get anybody sick. I don't want to get my parents sick, family, whatever.
I feel that. No, 100%.
But I think I might. I mean, everyone fucking is gonna be saying this, and they already do. But I think I might have had it at the beginning of March. I definitely felt what I would describe, because I've had them before, as more like a sinus infection. I didn't go to the doctor or anything because I was like, okay, this kind of feels like a sinus infection. I'll just get over it per usual.
Yeah.
But there was a day where it seemed like it peaked, and it kind of put me on my ass,
Oh,
and I was just exhausted and like
I feel that.
laid down basically all day, which is very, very much unlike me. But then kind of just peaked for that day and then went away. But I didn't get tested then. And then a few weeks later, I ended up coming home and was home for like 2 fucking months. And then going back, then I was able to get on set for some things, but had to get tested. And since then, I've been tested probably like 5 or 6 times. It's super easy out there. I don't know how it is here, but you can just schedule it online and just do it like a drive-through fucking
I'm
test.
gonna tell you something, and you can probably cut this out if you want. I really don't care.
It's up to you.
I've never been tested, and the fact that I should be tested is very much so yes, because this month I probably saw, I don't know, maybe 50 to 60 people.
Clients, yeah.
So
Have you had anyone come through here who afterwards said, hey,
I've
been
nobody.
sick or was sick?
No, nobody been sick. I never felt sick after any client. But they also say you might be carrying COVID.
Yeah, you could be like, what is it? It's
I feel like maybe I have been sick. Is it dead?
No, the camera itself. I just need to eventually get a new camera. It only takes clips up to 26 minutes.
Oh, every camera does that.
For real?
Yeah, I got a Sony. You got a Sony or you got a Canon?
It's a Canon.
I got a nice Sony, and it just because it'll overheat,
Yeah.
it'll caps it at 26 minutes,
Yeah.
or potentially it doesn't want to take a longer chunk than that. My camera I think is like 25 or 24.
So what would I have to get to have a camera that doesn't cut out at 26 minutes?
You have to get one of those big ass
Like a
video
DSLR?
cameras. No, like a big. This is a mirrorless, right?
It's a Canon Mark II, G7X Mark II.
Is it a mirrorless? Do
I
you
don't
know
know.
what that is? Okay.
Bro, I'm not a photographer, man.
Hey, say less.
I got this like literally because I've had multiple ideas for YouTube pages that I wanted to start, and I bought it like 2 or 3 years ago, intending to start something else.
Listen, it's an incredible camera. Use it. Do your thing. It doesn't matter. I would use your phone. Seriously.
That's
who
what I was
gives a
thinking
crap?
about, but I guess I was just thinking, well, I have the fucking camera. Why not use the camera?
Exactly. Exactly. And you can
But-
just check your phone whenever you want.
Exactly.
Here.
Then I would have it if I need to look something up. But
I think it's great, man. I think it's great. And if you want one that doesn't cut off, just get a big video camera. And those are like really
yeah,
big and annoying. But
I mean, it's so discreet and small. I mean, obviously, I just use your little tripod. It fucking. I found though, like the solution I found, which again I've only put out one podcast so far, but just putting in pictures during the time the video cuts out, because I'm gonna keep the audio going.
dude,
so
that's perfect. Yeah.
like if you're in the middle of a thought and you're talking about something that I don't want to cut out because it's worth it
Dude,
to keep it in there.
you
I'm just
don't-
gonna plug in
yeah.
pictures, and especially for you, you're a fucking photographer, so I.
Dude, even a black screen, who gives a crap?
Well, exactly.
This is all about audio, and this is not for this. I just want to tell you
Yeah,
this
yeah.
just as an idea, because I'll forget it, and I won't tell you this after. What you could do is not use the whole video footage.
Mm-hmm.
Just post this on Spreaker, all the audio footage of all this.
Mm-hmm.
Use the audio, and on Instagram, post snippets
Yeah.
of video.
I'm gonna do snippets on YouTube for sure.
Snippets instead of the full thing, unless people
Yeah.
want to watch the full thing. But like, sometimes even like parts of these you have to cut out. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I definitely have to cut out a little bit, but it's when if it cuts out and I just get up and
That's
hit
perfect,
it, then
dude.
it really can be seamless. But yeah, I've just found that if I just plug some pictures in there, I can pretty easily usually pick up the conversation without honestly anyone else probably even noticing that something switched.
Easy, yeah.
But yeah, I'll have the full video on YouTube, and then I'm gonna do segment videos on YouTube as well, and then I'm also gonna do segment videos. I'm gonna try. I don't know how this is gonna work yet because I'm not a huge TikTok or Triller user, but I have accounts on there to start posting videos on there.
I'll help you with the TikTok, just at least for format. It's really easy to do through. Do you have iMovie?
Yeah,
Done. So I'll help you
I
do
use.
that.
Do you know DaVinci Resolve?
Yes, I don't like DaVinci at all.
How come?
I'm a Final Cut Pro. Like, dude, I have
is
so many plugins.
Is there a beef?
No, I just like they're very different.
Yeah.
Especially so there's Premiere Pro, DaVinci, and then Final Cut.
Yeah.
And I'm a Final Cut user, and I don't like the other two. They're different. They're like Android and iPhone.
I feel that.
It's not like a hate, like or anything like that. It's just
Yeah.
like I don't know how to use it. I don't want to get into it. I
I
have my
feel
Final
that.
Cut.
You already know what you know. Yeah.
I got my plugins. I got so much freaking stuff in there,
Yeah.
bro. Like you literally cut buttons and boom, the video's done.
Is it free?
Final Cut
Yeah.
400. I bought it for 400. I think it's now 200, and maybe it's even free now. I don't really know.
Just a one-time fee?
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it was like, it's like iMovie,
Yeah.
but like way better,
Yeah.
and it's really great if you get all those plugins.
Yeah.
Which I probably spent over thousands of dollars for all the plugins
Fuck.
I got. But well, hey, TikTok, Instagram, you got your YouTube. Like, there's so many ways to go about this, especially audio versions, bro. Like, just knock it out. Even a little website, that'll be
Yeah.
sexy.
No, I got a website. Yeah.
Perfect,
I got all this shit planned out. It's just me, so I gotta.
dude. I'll help you with the marketing and branding because that's literally what I do. We're snapping back into the.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. People.
I'm gonna keep all of that, by the way. Unless you don't want me to, then I'll cut it out.
So
I mean, there's no specific
There's no
right.
filter
There's
here,
no
man.
right way to do these in my
No.
mind. It's gonna
It's
be
as raw as
whatever
it
the fucking
gets.
conversation brings us to.
hey, I like that.
It's gonna
So
be.
people pay me a bunch of money to make them a bunch of money because I do all their marketing, I do all
Sounds
their
great.
I do all their branding, I do all their footage, I do everything for them. So that way when they come to me and they're like, hey, listen, I want all this. Like any clinic, let's say chiropractic, whatever, any clinic that I've shot with, I know for a fact they're $1 million clinic.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because of me, but I definitely help. So anybody who needs services, I got you. And I got you for free, but don't tell anybody.
All right, I'll cut that piece out.
Because they'll be like, that's not fair.
Yeah, what? Stefan's doing what? He's not getting tested. He's giving free work away.
Oh my gosh! Oh, you better not keep the testing.
Hey, he's on a no alcohol diet though, so give him props for that.
Yeah. I'm doing good, guys. I'm doing good. Oh my gosh, lately, dude. So I had this weird thing that happened. Do you know what vertigo is by any chance?
Yeah.
I had a little vertigo session.
It's like your balance, right?
Yeah, and it wasn't my ears. It was just something like really messed up with me. So
what do you feel? Just like blackout, fucking drunk? Like
I don't
you can't
black
even
out at all. I just felt extremely dizzy. Like I couldn't. Like everything around you just slowly moves, and it's almost like drugs, like heavy drugs or like hallucinations of sorts.
Mhm.
But I was like completely free, nothing, and I'm just like, what's going on? I guess my brain being great and readjusting or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna blame it on the Mary. But I kind of became a hippie after
your
that.
Your brain being great.
And readjusting, yeah.
I'm going through metamorphosis right now. My brain's so fucking good. I'm
getting out of the cocoon.
I'm just gonna lose my balance for a few days.
No, it was a month.
Hey, that was a big transformation.
It was bad.
Oh my
but
God.
I kind of became a hippie after that, man. I started meditating almost every day and
falling over a lot.
No, yeah. So, like, I meditated. You boom. That's exactly what
It's
happened.
the vertigo. It's not the mushrooms.
Yeah,
it's
the vertigo, guys. Yeah, but no, it's kind of great. Is actually it actually pushed me to slow down, and I'm very not about slowing down. I would work 14 to 16-hour days nonstop, grinding at my craft, trying to edit, trying to get my clients happy, trying to do all this, trying to jump over certain numbers that I was trying to reach, and it was literally so bad. And I was forced to slow down. And I started delegating. I got an assistant, I got an editor, I got a marketing team, and now I work triple the less hours and making almost double as much.
Fuck.
And I'm like, dude, this is incredible. Like, that's what I'm talking about. But taking care of your mental health, like, as much as this, like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, whatever, like, mental health. Yep. Dude, it's so freaking important. Like, making sure that mind is clear, it's set for the day, it's set for the grind. Through the roof. I would pay millions of dollars for my health to be restored when I was going through vertigo. Millions, because I was literally like, health is the most important thing in the entire universe.
Well, could you even fucking walk?
I could barely freaking drive. I walked.
How did you work? How were you taking photos? Like you probably
As
falling over.
weird as it is, that's one thing that forced me kind of to get an assistant. And I started shooting more with an assistant, and I just like, hey, listen, if I like black out or anything like that, which never happened, but I'm like, if you I can imagine, yeah.
Just in the middle,
just like shoot. Casually, just like, boom.
But you didn't have an assistant then either. I was gonna say then they could be like, this is just his technique. He's figuring out what angles look best. Guys.
How'd you know? That's exactly what I told her. I was like, just tell her it's my technique.
Yeah.
And put some cold water on my face, and we come back to life.
He wakes
out of the metamorphosis.
He has a vision about your photo shoot while he's out. And then he'll see the right way when he wakes.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, this is some next level photography, bro.
When he wakes up, your photos are going to be already done. You didn't even know he took them.
Retouched, color corrected, all of it.
You're going to be at home before you know it. The photos already hung on the wall, perfectly placed, framed.
Yeah,
well.
man, it was kind of nuts though. Like I could kind of walk, I could barely drive, but it was great. I don't know.
You did it anyways, I bet.
I still worked.
Oh, yeah.
I still did shoots. I was still booking out.
And I was like, it's your business. You can't just fucking not. I mean, speak at the times right now. You can't just not work, but.
To a certain extent, yes.
Yeah.
But I was like, what's going to stop me? A little spinning?
Yeah, nah.
Like, yeah, if I fall over and I get blacked out, sure. But I don't know. I stopped looking at the screen so much because I would look for hours editing. Now I just have a retoucher. So, like, I don't take a shoot, send, I'm done. Like,
that's fucking awesome. I hope someday I'll be fortunate enough to have someone be my editor, because that's definitely, I don't mind obviously already editing these, because compared, I guess I'm in my mind, I'm comparing it to, like I said, I started a vlog and I was literally only 3 or 4 videos into that, and I was already over the editing. If anyone noticed, that's why I've stopped posting those videos. I would like to post them. I'd like to start doing them again at some point, but one, I was way more excited about this. Felt way more passionate about it. And I don't mind editing this because it's literally, we record it. I'm going to fucking edit it probably the next couple days. Or I guess I got a couple lined up. So I'm not digging through old videos, trying to find a part that fits with what else I'm trying to show and piece these things together.
This could be your full-time gig.
Yeah.
Dude, real talk, like, even, like, we're talking, like, posting this on Spotify, like, monetization, all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Not only do you get to do what you love, that's one thing. I get to do what I love every day, but our brains get used to, our neurological, how we're structured, we get used to, even if you live in $1 million house, or like, let's say $10 million house, at first you'll be like, oh my gosh, I love it. I have a jacuzzi right next to my bed. Holy frick. And I have freaking swing sets going from my bed to the kitchen. Woohoo. Like, you'll be like, oh, like freaking out. And then you have 2 Lambos parked in the garage. You'll be like, whoa, I get to pick a color of the Lambo I drive today. Black or white. Whatever the frick you want to go for. I don't know.
Yep.
Not a racial joke, just saying. But just great neutral colors. Gosh, guys. Everybody's picking up and like sending you like messages after this. Like, I can't believe this racist piece of crap. Nope, not being racist. I am minority. So
minority. Pull the minority card.
I am.
What are you? You're
half Jewish, Russian, Lithuanian. So here we are.
That's a minority mix, man.
I know. Well, I was born here, so don't tell anybody.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
But you get used to that. So I got used to. I had this space for 6 months now. Yeah. And I've been shooting, like, actually passionate about and going after my this career here for about 2 years now. Yeah. So I got used to it so much that I literally clicked into just another shoot, another day, another shoot. Like
so it almost felt mundane?
I almost felt like I wasn't as passionate, and I almost missed the purpose why I even got into it, is because I loved it so much. Yeah. So I created passion projects.
Outside of photography or within photography?
Within photography. So I would just like create a cool set. Like most of the passion projects I do get published in magazines. Kind of fun, right? Mm-hmm. So I get this cool set going. I invite a couple models. It's usually a collaboration of some sort. I invite like this and this and that. I put some things together. And it's purely for entertainment and enjoyment of mine and the other people involved. We have a great time. We get some food. We get some snacks. We just enjoy. We get some drinks going, water, whatever the frick people are drinking. It's incredible. We have a good time. Yeah. And I call them passion projects. And that's where my outlet of just passion. And then if it's somebody who just wants to be like, hey, like, I want to have a shoot, like a regular shoot, blah, 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 or like, family, senior, whatever yep. shoot it is, I still have passion in that, but I recharge from my passion projects to actually input into these particular projects. Does that make sense?
For sure. 100%. I think that's probably important because clearly you've been able to make up to this point your passion and your dream work for you as a career, and it's obviously succeeding. So I can easily see how you would, especially if you're busy, you would kind of fall into this is just what I'm doing, and you forget like, oh, I chose to do this versus this other shit that I was going to do that I really didn't even care about fucking doing and knew I was going to be unhappy doing.
True.
So yeah, it definitely makes sense. Do you find that you come out of that unintentionally with better work or just amazing work?
Dude, I was just talking about kind of this with my brother. He's a doctor, actually. As funny as it is, he's a doctor of chiropractic. And
that's funny.
He's like, it's great. It's great. We were going to be both like brothers in business. Yeah, like, no, it was actually pretty dope. But he's like, if you don't use it, you lose it. Mm-hmm. But if you don't also grow, you slide back. So I'm like, all right, say less. So
that's great.
If I use it, which I do on a daily basis, I shoot mostly every day, right? And if not, I try to book out a day or two throughout the week where I like do 3-4 shoots. So if I use it, great. I'm at a good place and I'm sustained. But if I'm not progressing forward, not exceeding in my creativity, not going, like pushing boundaries and pushing whatever I got to do to get there, I slide back. And that just makes me like I'm losing. Because, listen, the worst or the most dangerous person that could be in this entire universe is a person who truly competes only with himself. That's the most dangerous person that can be, because I compete with yesterday compared to today compared to tomorrow. How the frick am I going to get better today, tomorrow, the day after that, a year later, 2 months later, a month later, whatever the frick it is, even 10 years later? Where am I going to be there? Because I'm not trying to compare myself to you. I'm not trying to compare myself with other photographers in this state, country. I don't care. Like, that's the most dangerous thing in the entire universe, because when you're going out there and you're getting those gigs, you don't care if the other guy has more beautiful hair than you, which, guys, his hair, though. Like, you don't care what they say or what they do, how they look like, because you're like, listen, this is for me. Yeah. Yesterday, I had 2 auditions. I got a negative on both. Don't care. Today, I'm going to do 3 auditions, and maybe I'll get 3 no's again. But tomorrow, I'm going to do 4 auditions, and maybe I'll get 1. Out of all these freaking, 10 auditions I'm going to do, if I get 1 or 9, all of these auditions I'm going to do, if I get 1, good. If I don't, I love the losing. Because it's the grind, man. At least that's how it is for me.
But I love that. And you're saying worse, and most dangerous, as in a positive, obviously. Like most badass, basically. The most dangerous you, most potential successful you.
Because look, if I'm gonna start competing with you, and I'm gonna be like, all right, who can be the better freaking actor? Like, or let's say photography. Like, who's gonna be the better photographer, man? Like, oh my gosh, he shot with that model, and I'm only on shoot with that model so bad. Oh my gosh, he made 6-digit figures this year. Frick, I gotta get up to that. No, listen, man, I freaking made 6 digits last year. This year, I'm gonna make double that. The year after that, I'm going to make 7-digit figures. The year after that, I'm going to make 8-digit figures. Yeah. Let's go. Like, it's me against me. And that progresses more if you have self-discipline, obviously. But you got to chase after it, because you're dangerous to other people. Because I am super indifferent what you say, what you think, what you're trying to compete. If you're competing with me, you're competing against a brick wall like this. You're competing against a brick wall, because I am I don't care, man. Like, I'm my biggest competition. Who the frick are you? Not like that. I humanize people for sure.
Bro, I fucking love that. But no, I agree 100%. I'm learning that as well in acting, because you're still, they'll say that, like, oh, this is someone you're going to compete with, or if they look like you, I haven't had this happen so far, but if I continue to do it in the long run, you'll hear actors say, like, oh, I would see this person so-and-so audition after audition after audition. So I can see how it feels. Obviously, you're competing against somebody. But I've also been hearing and feeling like I have become a believer in, especially with acting, the roles you get are for you. Like, specifically you. You got it for a reason. It's not just the look. The look matters, but just because someone looks like you, your voice might be fucking different, higher or lower or whatever, and that's what they were thinking. It might not even be about the acting. Maybe it is about the look then. Then you're a great actor, and the other person isn't as good of an actor, but they're still good, and they like their look better. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's for you for a reason. You got it for a reason. Just because you have similarities to somebody doesn't mean exactly like they took something from you, as in, oh, I should have got that role over them. You know, so you got to
feel that.
Again, compete with yourself. Just become a better version of you. And then, like, the shit that's for you specifically, you're going to find, and you're going to fucking kill it.
Dude, I love that. And honestly, bro, like, if you look at Instagram or other places, and I'm generally thinking of completely getting rid of my personal Instagram, just keeping my business and have my marketing team run it, because I don't really want it. Like, it's toxic. And
I don't use it. Yeah,
it's not messing with my brain, but I don't even want that to be part of something I'm attached to, because it's toxic. And sometimes if it comes in, I don't even want to deal with it, you know? It's not even something I want to worry about.
How do you mean exactly? You're saying posting personal things and the reaction to it on social media, people commenting?
Going on there and being there, which this is another thing about my life, which I can get into in a little bit, like conservative and liberal poll. I just want to finish with this real quick. I think if you hear somebody else being like an actor and he looks like you, or he looks like whatever, dude, at the end of the day, at least this is giving me a cold heart, like just cheese cutting right here. Yeah. Listen, if he ain't making his day amount, and if he's ain't making any moolah off anything, who cares, man? He could be making I know some models who are freaking every photo shoot everywhere, and people are like, oh my gosh, she's booked everywhere. She made $0 off the last 7 photo shoots, or maybe $100 off the last 7 photo shoots, which is literally 15 hours of her work, and she's like, oh yeah, posting all this. Nah. Look, I can do one photo shoot and make $650, or one photo shoot and make $1,500, and post one time, people are like, oh my gosh, she's barely working. No, I'm really happy.
I see what you're saying. So you're talking about the like deception of actually making a living off of the look on social media, as if you're consistently, say, model for this example, you're using like a consistently working model versus someone who isn't posting all the time but makes good money per.
I know a model, dude. She's making great money. Bank. She has under 1,000 followers, not enough likes, barely posts. But I know for a fact she's making good money.
Per shoot, yeah.
Like, she like flew out to freaking Europe and like all over. Like, her day rate's like high. She's killing it. And people are like, oh my gosh, she's barely making any. Dude,
you don't even
start
know.
living up to what your Instagram says. If your Instagram says you're a freaking baller, live it up. If you got $10 in the bank and you're like, oh yeah, I'm an actor and I'm making it, yay. Stop saying that, okay? Seriously, live up to what the frick you live and go after it. That's just cheese talk, right?
So you're even speaking to like intentionally making a misconception.
Yeah.
Because I get that too. You see people doing that. I'm sure, even in Minnesota, but definitely out in LA, you see people
100%
who make it look
like they're living the luxurious
obviously,
lifestyle.
hopefully they're on a journey and hopefully they're actually working hard enough to get to where they're going. But if they're not and they're just making it look like they are, and it's kind of a joke and it's a lie, like, yeah. I don't think it takes a lot, though, to see that in somebody. If you don't know them, then you're never going to know that, and you're going to see them. If you see the social media,
you're seeing it on Insta, and you're comparing yourself, and you're like, oh my gosh, this guy already has a Beamer.
I see. Yeah, I see.
This guy
because you're comparing yourself to someone who's not even doing
this. No, the dangerous. We're going back to danger.
Yeah.
You're dangerous when you don't give a crap about other people.
I see.
You're dangerous because you're freaking competing with yourself. And when you get that Tesla Cybertruck, and the other guy's like renting his Beamer just to show off, or like I know this guy who literally took a picture in a private jet, and like taking off to Milan. I was like, holy frick, he's like a videographer. I remember this was like last year. I was like, dang, like he's a photographer. I'm like, whoa, this guy's like killing it. Dude, it wasn't even his private jet. It was like a guy that he knows of, a guy that let him sit in one. And I was like, come on, man. Like, you're making it seem like you're living the life. You're booking out gigs. You're working for millionaires. You're making bank. I'm like, listen, if you're going to buy yourself a nice car, make sure you afford it. Don't be fancy before you're fancy.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking live up to what your Instagram said. Freaking live up to your word. Do it. But that's just
no, I get what you're saying.
Side note there.
You're tying it back to just comparing
it.
yourself, and then you're comparing yourself to something that's not even fucking real. So you're feeling shitty about yourself when what is making you feel like that isn't even fucking real.
Yeah, like let's say you're an actor, right? Which let's not say it. We know you're an actor,
Mm-hmm.
and you're auditioning, and you're getting L's everywhere for now. Like let's say like last week you got like 15 auditions, which is an amazing number for auditions.
That'd be fucking
I would do
crazy.
like twice that much. I know a really good friend of mine who she would do 5 shoots a week. TFP. I'm talking about free shoots.
Mm-hmm.
4 to 5. And in my mind I was like, gangster. But also like they're free.
Mm-hmm.
Like seriously? Yo, now she's making a living off modeling because her portfolio is so vast. Everybody knows who the frick she is. She's crushing it. Brands reach out, this reach out, this reach out. She's making like 2 bills, 3 bills, 2 bills, 3 bills, 2 bills, 3 bills, like just all the time, because that's the rate for models, for most models. But listen, man, like if you crushing after the auditions, if you're going after it hard and you're making a freaking difference with it, good. You'll land that gig that makes you 40, 50K. You invest into a property, boom, you're making cash flow. But now we're talking about totally different things.
I love it, bro. I love that you even talk about that with this place. See, again, I didn't know the business side of you.
Oh, dude,
I think about that. I think like that myself. So we could get into a lot of shit here,
dude.
bro.
Real estate. I've been thinking about doing real estate for a good couple months, but there's a saying in the Russian community: "Поспешишь, людей насмешишь."
Say it again.
Поспешишь, людей насмешишь.
Say it again.
Hey, поспешишь, людей насмешишь. So, what the saying means is like, if you rush into something, you're gonna make other people laugh at you.
Mm.
It's like, don't make a fool out of yourself.
Take your fucking time.
Patience, man. It's so freaking important. So I'm being patient, and hopefully I'm gonna buy this property and then cash flow enough, and then buy more, and I want to expand the portfolio, because it's anybody's dream to sit on a yacht and do nothing. You know?
You want that?
No, I don't want that. But it's anybody's. Oh, there it is. But it's anybody's dream. Potentially, what I'm trying to say here, like metaphorically, is to just have cash flow coming in. Like if you got 4 or 5 racks coming in, just doing nothing, without you even putting an ounce of energy into anything.
You got it set up where it actually is passive.
Yeah, your car that you're riding, like let's say you're whipping like a Tesla right now, which I love Teslas. That's the only car I actually really admire. Everything else, and Porsche 911. I'm not even.
Bro, those
a car
are
guy.
everywhere
Oh,
in
dude.
LA. They're in the valley specifically. When I lived in Encino, everywhere. But
Dude, beautiful Teslas.
a lot of Teslas, but no Porsches.
Dude, Porsches
Not
are
downtown.
gorgeous.
For some reason, it seemed like specifically in the valley on the 101, there's always a fuck ton of Porsches.
Dang,
Yeah,
Porsches are great.
they're beautiful.
But if you're riding a Porsche, if you're not if it's not a cash flow one, if it's like an actual liability to you, dude, what the frick are you doing?
Yeah.
It's got to be one of those things that's like if you're cash flowing off this, then you can afford a Tesla because it's literally paying for itself. And then you buy something else that's cash flowing to your Starbucks money, and this is like blah blah blah, and everything comes in. You're just chilling, and then if you want to work on top of that because you want another property and you want to make 10K real quick, boom, there it is. You're working. Other than that, go sleep and drink and dance. What else? Is there to do? I don't know.
See, no, that I feel like I'm saying this a fuck ton again. No, I agree with that 100%.
Here's the thing, though. Oh, you say something, yeah.
No, you go.
I need to go to the restroom.
Okay, go for it. I'm just gonna sit here and talk shit about you. This fucking guy sucks. We're back.
Yo. What were you saying? You were saying something really dope.
What I was gonna ask you though is, say in the future, you are wealthy as fuck. You can't sit there on your ass. Things are passive. You have properties, whatever. You're fucking set. Would you? Would you want to do that?
Do what? Do what again?
Literally just sit around on a yacht.
No, I definitely want to collect my checks. I really want to get into rebuilding engines. Super bad. Never will I quit photography because it's such a passion outlet of mine. Just art in general. I think it's really freaking dope. Like, I think business in general is so artistic. That's one thing I just find myself finding all the time. Like, not only is the art industry great and being an artist is awesome, but knowing how to just enjoy the process as an artist throughout the business aspect of it all, dude, fantastic. You know what I mean?
It's a really interesting perspective. That maybe it's popular. I just haven't heard that.
And here's a weird thing, but everyone should be able to be a businessman and a salesperson, because the first thing you ever do in business is sell yourself. If you can't sell yourself, like, I could be taking the crappiest pictures of them all, but if I could sell how amazing they are, then there it is. You don't have to take me. Do you know how many photographers that are better than me? A lot. Just, I know how to sell. And others don't.
Do you think that's personality or confidence or what? Because you're a very high energy person. So that's what I was going to even say back to what I was asking. I would never see you just sitting around on a yacht.
I would never. No.
Yeah, you're way too high
real
energy.
talk.
Unless your energy plummets as you get older, which is possible. But
Could be, but even like throughout the whole vertigo process, dude. I mean,
vertigo process. Sorry.
me falling over and blacking out and just saying like, all right, it's every touch that edited. Hello. Here's the thing. Cheese is great. Making money is awesome. It's a fun thing. I think it's like almost like those markdowns of like your business is growing when your cheese is growing. Your business is growing when things are going up. I think it's a good thing to look at and like just have. It's great. It doesn't provide you happiness or anything like that. But I've never seen like an unhappy person on a yacht. Let's be honest. They're always happy. But it really breaks down to being like complete with, like, for me at least, it's inner peace and just pure just like contentment.
Yeah.
And I've been finding more and more of myself just being like, yo, let me just take a break. Let me just kick back for a second. Let me just be. Let me just find that peace, inner peace in myself. Let me just meditate a little bit. Let me just have that my soul just be full and happy and just right there. You know what I mean? But again, business talk is great too. So I'm just saying, like, it's not, oh my gosh, it's happiness and you can live in a trailer park and you'll be fine. No, people still like a nice.
Some people probably can, but yeah.
No, I'm not saying you can't, but if you gave them an option of being like, here's $1 million house and there's a couple of Lamborghinis, black and white, in your garage. Yeah. If you have that, here's an option, and they're gonna be like, oh, of course I want that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But some people don't want to go after. Some people, blah, blah, obviously, different reasons. Everybody's got a purpose. Everybody's got to do what they got to do. But this is my take on it. I don't know.
That's what we're here for. I want to hear your take. Yeah, man. I kind of what you were saying before is everyone should be a salesperson. In my mind, the first thing that comes to mind is confidence. Like people lacking confidence in themselves, which is extremely common. And I think a lot of people probably go through, I guess, their whole life not feeling confident in themselves, and it's hard, man. Again, I've said this already before, but I've had times where I'm not confident in myself. I think most people do. And to do anything along the lines of, at least so far, I believe this, going after something like photography for you, it took confidence in yourself. Like, okay, I can do that. Like, I'm gonna literally leave school. You're already, fucking 4 years into a graduate program.
6 years total, but yeah, a couple years.
Yeah, and how you must have been close to the end.
I'm a master's, master's in science.
You did finish it? But how close were you?
Year and a half?
Yeah, after 6 years, yeah. So you definitely fucking had confidence to be like, okay, I'm dropping that. I'm 5 years in. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You're fucking up. You're making a mistake. You're 5 years into a 6 year, whatever. You're almost done. What are you doing? It's fucking worked out for you. But that took confidence in yourself, from yourself, to do that. So yeah, I just feel like the biggest thing would be people not having confidence in themselves enough to do that, but then they're suffering.
No, that's psychology, pain and suffering. Let's talk psychology. I love psychology.
I like the idea of psychology. I thought I might want to major in psychology in college. I took one class though, and I was just like,
Fred.
It was more technical than I wanted. I wanted to just jump all the technical shit, all the brain vocab. I just wanted to get into the weird shit.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, but.
Dude, I think all of it is drip. I think it's great to study the mind and study other people. I think it's so great to understand, at least try to understand other people. Mm-hmm. That's why I love psychology. But other than that, it's like, let's be honest. I listen to a lot of books. I do Audible. Love my Audible, dude. Ugh.
I should get one of those. I'll dive into a book, but that'd be way faster.
Before I started photography, I painted for a little bit.
Did you?
Just to make money real quick because my dad really needed money, and he's like, yo, I need 10 racks. I'm like, I got you. So for 3 months, I painted straight. I worked like 14-hour days. Like I had a gun, like a spray gun and a tank.
Painted houses?
Yeah, outdoor, 40-foot ladders. Have you done?
Yeah, I used to renovate houses for a couple of years, and it started off as a painter first, and then would transition to
the whole spray gun, 40-foot ladder.
Yeah, I used to spray ceilings.
Dude, oh my gosh, we're so like. Why the frick are we not like hanging out all the freaking time?
Because I fucking live
in LA. So
it probably would have happened if we just started doing shit and then I moved.
Dude, real talk. But I did that for a little bit, and every day when I showed up to work, I just realized that I'm losing so much of my mind.
Yeah.
Mind-wise, I'm not thinking. And I listened to music for the first couple of weeks, and I was like, I'm genuinely pissed off at music. Like, I thought this would never happen, but I was like, I genuinely don't have any new music. I don't like the music I'm listening to, and I'm literally losing good, valuable time of mine that I could be important. So I got Audible. Dude, I would go through books like this. 14-hour days. You're listening, and like other people would be telling me stuff. I'm like, I don't care, I'm working, man. And I would work crazy. And I would get bonuses if we finish houses because it was a subcontractor. And it'd be like, we finish a house in like 2 days, the full house. Like everything. Trim, body. It was exterior mostly. Mm-hmm. So the whole house in a couple days, boom, we move on to the next. We do like 2-3 houses a freaking week. And weekends we would work like 16-hour days just because I made the 10 racks, which is wild. For that amount of time, I should make double that. Yeah. But I found it one of the most valuable things that I did for those 3 months. Money, whatever, the Audible, man.
Audible.
Dude, those books.
That's Amazon, right?
It's just recorded books. I mean, you can get them anywhere.
Is it through Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's like Amazon Prime type
Something
deal.
like that.
Fuck yeah. No, I should get those because I like reading. I like reading things that I'm interested in, obviously, as everybody does. Like, I fucking hated reading for school. A lot of my reading was fucking textbook shit.
Yeah.
And that was the only reading I did, honestly, for a while. So anyone out there who hates fucking reading in school, if you're younger, reading's actually pretty cool if you read shit that you want to fucking read.
You're welcome.
Not textbooks.
Yep.
But it's clearly a lot faster.
This is my bad side.
You want to switch?
Can we start over?
I'll just mirror it.
I'm just gonna
in the editing.
Oh, you will?
It wouldn't change.
It won't help.
It wouldn't change your face.
Hey, but the thing you said, which was really dope, I think it was really cool that you got vulnerable there for a second, that you're like losing confidence and whatnot. I think not only that, but I'm gonna get vulnerable with you real quick too. Like vertigo caused something, and I think it caused a trigger reaction. First time in forever, I got anxiety.
Oh yeah.
For the first time I'm 24. For the first time in 24 years, I literally genuinely got anxiety. Like I was like hyperventilating. I was like, oh, like freaking out. And it put a lot of things in perspective. I was like, wow, okay. Like I can relate to anxiety people now. That's new. Then I was depressed for 2 days. That was great. Now I can relate to that. Crazy time. You can't feel a thing when you're depressed. That's really weird, man. It's almost like COVID, like 24/7. What the frick, man? Like, I didn't get sick with COVID, guys. Don't worry about it. I always get tested. But I think like the idea that really pushed me, maybe it'll help with whoever's listening or you. I don't know. You're gonna die.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was like either Gary Vee or Grant Cardone. Somebody says that all the time. But you're alive right now. Take advantage of it because you're living. That's crazy, man. You're alive. You're not dead. You can rest. You can do whatever you want. You can have anxiety. You can have whatever the frick you want when you're. But right now, if you can just battle over it with your mind and just go through whatever you're going through and understand that you're going to die, great. You can die tomorrow and you literally didn't want to go and freaking, do this podcast today because you're like, not feeling it. Not feeling what? Like you're going to die tomorrow? Listen, you're going to die. Take advantage of when you are alive right now because when it comes to your time, you're going to take off and whatever you believe in the afterlife. But, heaven or hell, at least I believe that. I don't know if people can say that. But I don't know how religious people are. I'm very spiritual, so we can talk about that too. But I don't know. It helped me a lot. And just
are you saying just go after whatever the fuck it is you want to do because you're going to die someday? It doesn't really matter.
Within moral boundaries and understanding where society stands, like you don't go like shooting up places, obviously. But within moral boundaries and like understanding all that, yes, do it. And yes, I did it. I went after what I wanted. I quit something I wanted, and I was like, you know what? My life, I want to make some decisions for it. Yes, I'll answer for my decisions. I'm responsible for my decisions, but I want to be responsible. I don't want to live. Oh my gosh, my sister said this the other day. She's like, Steffen, oh my gosh, I better word this right the first time. I'd rather live my life with somebody else's input instead of living their life with my input in it. You want me to repeat that?
Yeah.
I'd rather live my life with somebody's input.
Meaning negative judgment,
life advice, whatever, like anything input into my life, any kind of impact into my life, instead of living their life with me being like, instead of me living their life, like living exactly what, like, let's say your parents.
Yeah.
Like they want you to live, they want you to go to 9 to 5, go to a cubicle and make your $25 an hour. Great. Good for you. You did $25 an hour. Good for you. Amazing.
You should be in radio.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to Steffen. So if you do that, you live their lives with your input in. You're like, no, but I'm going to 9 to 4. No. Sorry for screaming in the mic. Live your life, man.
Yeah.
Take other people's criticism, input, whatever the frick they're giving to you. Good. Do it.
Because you'll be content.
Dude, you'll be happy. Even if you are not, you are responsible for your unhappiness.
If you're making decisions, this is what I'm finding, even with myself. If I'm making decisions that are making me happy, then you don't really give a fuck.
Dude, real talk.
If someone else doesn't like what you're doing. because it doesn't fucking matter. You feel good about it. Instead of the reverse.
True.
Feeling absolutely shit about what the fuck you're doing, but someone else once a week gives you a compliment about it. Hey, doing great. Yeah, don't give a fuck. I fucking hate it. That's what you're probably thinking in your head. It's probably obviously not what you say to them, but instead of the reverse, someone saying, I don't know if you should be doing that. You're like, yeah, okay. Well, I don't know. It makes me happy though, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Again, obviously
But then you're responsible. Like, the worst thing that happens is resentment.
Yeah, and regret. But your own choices, letting someone else fucking decide shit for you.
Listen, if I started this business and I would be going under, it would be completely my decision, my money down the drain. And I'm okay with that, you know?
Yeah.
I'm okay taking an L if I made the call. What motivates you? Tell me that. What motivates you to like?
What motivates me specifically?
Yeah. What grind? What like to wake up and be like grinding at it?
Honestly, what motivates me is almost almost an emotion, like a feeling. It's not even exactly a thought. Like, in general, big picture, I want to fucking be successful. I want to be really good at something. But I've learned about myself in order to, because I've been really good at shit in my life. I've been at the top of games already as a kid. So I know it's possible for me. But what I was going to say is it needs to be something I actually fucking care about. I can't get really good at something that I don't have passion for.
Well, you are gifted. What are you gifted with?
That's what I've learned. I don't know.
What are you gifted with? Like, genuinely, like are you gifted in sports? Are you gifted
Yeah. What I've been really good at and have been at high levels of is sports growing up.
Usually what you're gifted with is something you should probably go with.
Yeah. Well, I think sports there's obviously physical capabilities and limits. What I was really good at as a kid, I was a really high level wrestler. Won multiple state titles.
It's amazing, man. Did not know that about you.
Placed top 5 in nationals.
Do you used to chew tobacco too? Because like every wrestler does.
I did not. It was a hazing thing coming into high school, having to chew. So I did it a couple times, but never really enjoyed it. So did not stick.
Cool.
But no, I won like 6 or 7 state titles as a kid growing up. Was a triple crown. There's 3 different styles of wrestling. So I won state in each style 1 year. Called the Triple Crown. Placed top 5 multiple times at nationals. Ended up walking away from wrestling. Totally different conversation. But what I've just found, even in school or whatever, or in any topic I'm trying to get into and learn, if I don't have passion for it, this is partly why I went after acting and walked away from school and what my degree was in, because I want to fucking be really good at something, and I can't force myself to put in the extra effort it takes to be really good at something if I don't give a fuck about it, or at least enough fucks about it. If I kind of care about it, it's all right. I'll probably be all right and kind of good. But I'm not going to be great. I'm not going to be at the top of whatever it is.
You're pretty freaking great at this.
So,
do you enjoy this?
I do enjoy this a lot.
Yeah.
There's so many reasons there's definitely reasons I wanted to start this, but since starting this, there's just been in my mind more and more reasons of, that's another positive. Yeah, that's another positive.
Right
yeah,
on.
that's another positive. Like I've said before, again, not to you, but if this doesn't even ever work out, like, it would be nice for this to help my life financially, but if it never works out to do so, and I just get to talk to really fucking cool people and either connect with them, as I have with you, I've already learned shit about you that I did not know before, learn from you, just feel it energizes me. Conversations like this energize me, and maybe I needed this to start having more conversations like that. And if so, then that's fine. But what I'm getting at is that if it's just the conversations and no one ever fucking watches, I'm happy with that. Because I enjoy this. I enjoy this fucking right now. Coming here to your fucking studio I haven't been to before.
Right on,
seeing
man.
you who I haven't seen in a year and a half. Learning about you. Connecting to you. Finding out things we think similarly about, and it energizes me to go after my own shit. This is like a passion project for me. This re-energizes me to go after what I'm trying to go after, this included, and other things. And it also, I think, gives me and hopefully other people who are watching, maybe a community of people who also think like that, or they don't have to even think like that at least, but I guess it's leading me to people who think similarly and are going after the things in their own life that are similar to me going after the things that I want in my life. So, but maybe it puts me in front of people who are relatable to me. I don't know.
I feel that. No, I feel that 100%.
I'll find that out more as time goes on, but
yeah, dude.
And that's just one reason. There's like literally so many reasons. A big one is, as hopefully the show grows, as a following grows, people who are listening, I would love to in the future put other people on who maybe like you, if I don't feel like, or even if you are successful already, but like I want to fucking highlight you, like dude, just come on, and literally whoever pays attention to this show can be exposed to you. That would give me such a good feeling to do for somebody else,
like being that platform.
Yeah,
dude, I feel that.
Yeah, I don't know if that would ever happen, but if it does, that's one thing I would love to do.
I'm getting actually close to launching my app, as funny as it may sound.
Don't even know about it. Tell me
like
about it.
Like a little entrepreneur feel. Like, I'm launching an app, and like, it's great. It finds bugs in the street or something. Like,
this is a butterfly monarch.
It's a satellite that connects people, and it's plays Cupid or something. I guess they call Tinder. No, I don't know. Like every other person likes trying to launch an app these days.
Oh yeah.
But I created an app for artists, influencers. But it's why I'm saying this in general is the platform, and I love creating a platform to connect people and have that platform. However, the app is called Snack. The reason why it's called Snack is because you're a snack. You know, it's like one of those like, hey Snack. You know what I mean? So it's called Snack, and it's for artists, influencers, photographers, videographers to monetize. And I want to create a platform that doesn't rip them off. I take a very slow percentage of security, obviously, but you can sell filters, products, services, tutorials, whatever the frick you want on there. And you have a platform to monetize between artists, influencers, users, and all that. And you can create right on the app. You can create, with all these cool filters and blah, 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 edits. So it's a combination of a lot of things. I did trademark it, which means it's mine now.
That's dope.
But
it's just literally kind of big picture, a creative platform.
And you know what? When you said that from the top, I love that because that's me, man. Macro. I don't like the micro stuff. I hate the little things. I hate the details, which I supposed to love because I'm a photographer. And when I shoot, yes, I love them, and I notice every little detail and all that. Mm-hmm. But big picture, man, the macro, I always was like, stay macro. Mm-hmm. Stay macro. Like, big picture. All right.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Where's the vision? What's the purpose? What's the purpose now?
Relating also, I know you mentioned Gary Vee earlier. I think it was Gary Vee who I saw in this video or whatever he said, quote, I'm about to quote him. Care about the macro, care about the big picture in being an entrepreneur or creating something. Care about the big picture, but don't care about the small details along the way. And that really resonated with me. And that's kind of how I'm approaching this. Like, I have a long-term goal with this and vision I could see this turning into that I would love to create it into. But like I said, I don't care. And even within the conversation, I want to hear about you. I want to hear how you came up, how you came to believe what you believe and wanted to go after what you wanted to go after. But in the conversation, whatever comes up and is talked about, I don't give a fuck about. Like, I don't have no, we need to talk about this. We didn't say that yet. Like, no, I want it to be natural. I want it to be casual. And I just like that approach.
I love that, man.
So keep the ship, I guess, in the direction that you want to go. But what happens on the way, as long as it kind of keeps going in that way, like, let it just happen.
Yeah, man. Quality, consistent content. If you're producing like you are, just consistently making this stuff happen. Don't quit when you get back to LA. Just like every week, if you pick a day and just every week drop some good, and make it freaking rain after.
I would like to do 2 a week, but I think for now I'll probably just keep it to one.
One a week is just fine.
Yeah.
Honestly, and especially if you do those snippets on Instagram to tease people into the big one.
Exactly.
So you post big ones everywhere. No one's gonna watch it. Like,
exactly.
Nobody's gonna get to this part. If you got to this, please screenshot it. Your camera's off. If somebody's like, if you guys literally are watching to this point, which we're probably like an hour something,
Yeah, got to be something.
something wild up there. If you guys are watching up to this level, kudos to you. And screenshot it, send it to K-Dog here and tell him
I'll
like
send
we're
it to
still
him.
watching. Because honestly, like most people won't watch the full thing unless
Yeah,
they're
no.
really like, unless I'm a celebrity or you're a celebrity. It's overheated, I believe.
The battery died.
Oh frick, your battery died. That's totally fine, guys. No worries. Oh, that's perfect.
What I was gonna say is, yeah, like he was saying, if you got this far, fucking screenshot and send it to me, because I would love that person.
Yeah.
But I've also found that it takes, for some reason, maybe this will change or whatever, but it feels to me it takes about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and then like the hour on until we start getting tired is the best part of these conversations anyways.
Dude, that's always,
You kind of like
man.
get into like a flow. It really is. And like your ideas then start coming. And I don't know, literally from the very first one I've done, it seemed like about 30, 40 minutes in. Don't fucking skip the first 30, 40 minutes. But
Yeah, it's true. I mean, you could potentially cut him out too. Like
Yeah.
just cut him out in snippets and like give him the juicy parts. Because like at the end of the day, we live in a place where everybody needs everything now. Nobody has
Yeah.
the patience to actually wait, see, sit down. We need now. That's why even Audible, dude, you know what I do? I do 2x. My brain works extremely fast. And can I tell you a secret?
Let me hear it.
Well, now that I tell you the secret, everybody's going to hear the secret. Don't dig you. All right, guys. Welcome to Steffen Secrets. So,
I'm
always
just going to
thought-
loop your laugh.
oh, frick. So the thing is that I always thought I had ADHD.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm always like,
I can see that.
"Oh," you know, you can see that?
I can see that.
I was
Not
di-
offensive.
Yeah, guess what? I'm a little bit caffeinated, which is understandable, I guess. But I'm hyperactive.
Yeah.
My brain works extremely fast, but I don't have ADHD. I went to a doctor and I was like, diagnose me. So I sat down with a psychologist. I don't have ADHD.
What did they say?
Wild.
What did they say?
I am hyperactive. They're like, your brain is just extremely fast.
So what's the difference? Your brain can handle it, and someone with ADHD's brain can't handle
They
it?
pretty much told me, I'm prescribed to THC. They pretty much told me THC is a wonderful option compared to Adderall. Adderall would not do me much good.
So they want you to slow down.
Correct. Which is okay.
See, what does that mean then? Because I may definitely be wrong. I don't know. But I've always heard that people who are, I guess you're not ADD, take Adderall and their effect is reverse someone who doesn't have ADD. So Adderall would slow them down. And someone who...
It boosts them up instead.
Yeah.
I've never taken Adderall.
Really?
Yeah, man, I just always stayed away from it. I don't know why. I feel like if you enjoy your life the way it is, same with shrooms or acid, if you don't like your life at all the way you are, potentially like depression and anxiety, shrooms and acid actually helps. You can drop it and give it a shot.
Yeah.
There's a 50-50 chance it'll help. And I've seen a really good buddy of mine drop shrooms, and dude, his perspective changed in life, and he became such a happy guy. Loves
Yeah.
his family.
I've heard,
like-
I think they're studying that more now. I'm no fucking scientist, but I've seen things about the government now allowing psychedelic studies to happen with depression, anxiety, like
True.
war veteran PTSDs, and
and
it
then,
changes their
yeah.
the like. I don't think it's like lifelong, but for like months or maybe a year, it kind of changes how their outlook on things, and maybe they just got to do it again once a year or something. But yeah, keep continuing.
Other people, no, I love that. Other people have the opposite effect. They get like extremely paranoid and like go crazy. Like they're like,
yeah, it can be both.
So take your chances. I just always loved my life, and I didn't want to do shrooms or acid just to
Yeah.
mess it up, because I was like,
Were you told? Was someone telling you like, don't fucking do these?
no,
No.
no.
So
I mean,
you came to that thought on your own.
I am in a very, very conservative community, right? So I'm in the Russian community because I speak Russian. I'm in the
Mhm.
Russian community. My dad is a pastor. So
Mhm.
that being all put together, we also started a nonprofit. So the community is very like strict. It's not. It's like there's certain rules that are set and yada yada. So it's a common thing. Like if I'm like, hey, drop shrooms, you're probably gonna be like, oh shoot, some people would be like against this, or like some people would be for this. Obviously, I think everybody has that.
Yeah.
But I had opportunities to do it, and I just never wanted to. I was like, listen, like I'm genuinely happy. I love where I'm at in life. I'm clear-minded. I'm chasing after a certain dream, and I'm gonna go after it and not mess it up with anything like that. But I've done other things. I don't really do shrooms and acid. Have you dropped acid?
I've dropped acid. Yeah, I've never done shrooms.
Frick, man. How was the trip?
It was not advocating for it, but it was fucking great. I haven't done it for a long time. I was a lot more.
People in here could go to jail. Can we just talk about that? This is not incriminating evidence. Just don't post that part.
No. No, it's been a long time. Hey, I think I can say that.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, I did it in high school. A couple times in high school.
Frick.
Yeah, so it's been a while. I haven't done that. I feel like I experimented with shit a lot younger than
Most people.
a lot of people, but at the same time, it was not uncommon at where I went to high school. So it wasn't. I was definitely doing a lot more shit than probably some kids were doing, but not as much shit as a lot of other kids I knew were doing also. So, but yeah, what I meant by earlier than other people though too is I feel like a lot of that, like smoking. I smoked and got into smoking weed is what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Early in high school. I think I smoked the first time actually the summer before high school, but then kind of became more often in high school. But then by the time I was graduating high school, I was kind of over it. Like,
It's like not my thing anymore, huh?
yeah, I think I was getting uncomfortable being so high, and I stopped liking it. And I feel like a lot of people find that shit in college. As in, when I got to college, I intentionally kind of didn't smoke, didn't really do other shit. I would drink. That's definitely where I drank a lot. But I'd already kind of been and passed and over with the other shit. But I didn't really want to.
Dude, that just... Seriously, man. How the frick have we not been, like, closer before? Because, like, in Eastern Europe...
Yeah.
You're an adult at 14. Like, you go into a club, you can drink, you can smoke at 14. Dude, people, like, I have a buddy who was in the Israeli army. By 18, he already had 2 people working under him. He was the head of some kind of police force. And the other guy was the head of another unit. 18 years of age, man. 18! He's killed people. I'm like, 18? Like, we 18-year-olds are like, oh my gosh, which college should I go to? I'm like,
18-year-olds are asking to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Excuse me, miss. Can I go? No.
They get a no.
They'll be like, get the pass. Oh, Timmy already has the pass. You need to wait till Timmy comes back. He's taking a big fucking shit. You need to wait.
This guy.
All right.
Oh, frick,
I'm just going to piss my pants over here in the back of math class. That's wild. Yeah, that's a huge difference.
18,
where is
man.
he?
Israel. He just moved to Washington, actually. Washington State now. Yeah, got a visa, moved here, but... Dude, that's all Eastern Europe. Like, take Germany, take all these beautiful countries all over there, all in Europe, man. People are, like, way out of the game. And we do a lot of nonprofit work, so we do camps, and we also get gifts and like food, and especially when there was a civil war in Ukraine.
What's your nonprofit, by the way?
Sharikov Ministries. It's literally my last name, Ministries. Hello, plug. Sharikov Ministries.
Spell it.
Sharikov. V as in Victor. Thank you so much.
Ministries.
Donate at sharikovministries.com/donate. I don't know.
I'm gonna cut that for you, and you could submit it for some voiceover work.
Oh, dude, that's beautiful, man. I appreciate that. Can you edit it too? Make it like a really sick edit.
Yeah, I'll put there's a narrator app. There's a narrator plugin.
There's a narrator. Oh my gosh, you're giving me the stock narrator. That's amazing, man. I get the.
Or actually, no, I'm gonna keep it and I'm gonna send it out for myself, and I'm gonna get some voiceover work.
Oh, I love that.
You love that? I'm just stealing your voice. I love that, dude. I love that.
I'm just gonna send it to you, and you're like, hey, here's a whole page of like things. Can you say them to me and send it back? Record them on your voice memo.
Hey, I just got booked for a 12,000 page book. Can you just do this quick? Send it over to me by tomorrow night.
You're like, no, I'm not even. You don't even tell me I'm booked. You're just casually sitting there, like, can you read this to me every day? I'm like, okay, this is kind of awkward. So I'm reading, and you're just casually recording over the phone. I'm like, hello, Cinderella. Dude, but it is kind of wild, the maturity level of certain people. Even my assistant here, she's from England, and
I thought I heard an English accent.
yeah. So she, like, even take her, like, she's so mature. Like, she's 18 and easily could be mistaken for like a 24, 25-year-old here. Because like people like 21, they're finally like getting close to graduation, right?
It's in college.
21, 22, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, oh my gosh, I got a bachelor, which means for nothing. Literally means like, it stands for nada these days. Like, what are you going to get? A janitorial job? A premium janitorial job?
It's definitely diminished.
And then people go on for a master's, and then after that, they still learn nothing, and then they finally dive into life. And by 30, they're like, oh my gosh, I got to figure out life. And then they finally figure out life. While the Europeans are by 21, they're like, holy frick, I've killed people. I've done, or if they're, you know, like, because everyone was in the military or army or whatever.
Do they have? What is there a lot of countries over there? I just don't even know that require you to go into the military.
Israeli army, they still, I mean,
It's
they're
required
the
for every
strongest.
citizen.
Yes. They pull people and they make them go. Okay, not every killing.
Like a draft, or it's like every single.
You go. You just go.
Yeah.
You're just, and you're gone.
Yeah. It's
So,
required for the country.
It's required.
Was it 2 years?
2 years, yeah.
Hmm.
My dad did that in Russia. As funny as it may sound. Not funny. It's actually kind of dope. But
Is he in the? How old is he? SSR?
I don't know. Is it the SSR? He's 55. I don't know. 54 maybe? Frick, I don't know my dad. I don't
Probably
know who
not.
my dad is. I wish my dad's not watching this.
He probably isn't. He doesn't fucking know me.
I might send him
Unless,
the
hey, you're
link.
gonna.
I'm
If
gonna
you're,
send him the link like, check this out. I don't know your age.
I don't think. I don't think he would be actually, because your dad's probably. I feel. I'm not. I like history, but don't fucking quote me on history. I feel like the USSR was done
Before that.
Done before that.
I think so too. But yeah, man.
Look at
it's,
us on here talking about
Yeah.
Russian history.
Yeah.
Like you probably know. I guess I don't fucking know.
Should we call my buddy? He's really smart in history. Like, he knows everything about the Russian history.
Hey, when did the USSR collapse?
This. All right, bye.
Yeah. It's like fucking. What is it? Make a millionaire or become a millionaire? The phone call you get.
Yeah.
The lifeline.
Oh, dude. Real freaking talk, straight up.
Call him. Hey, you need to know right now.
I need to know now.
Dude, what the fuck? Why?
Seriously? Okay, cool.
About to win a million. I'm about to win $1 million.
Yeah, man, maturity level is crazy. It's kind of funny to see it here, especially, you know, although this year, dude, I don't know how much traveling you've done. I've done zero.
Not much. No, not at all.
I went to
right
Florida.
now. I don't travel much in LA. I literally just kind of stick to LA. And I've
Just LA.
moved downtown a few months ago. So even now, it's even less. I literally just stay downtown a lot of days.
Dang.
Yeah.
So, but LA is a good place to be.
Yes and no, but yes. There's obviously benefits of it. 100%.
I feel that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this
Right
year,
now, it might not be the best with
probably.
any big city right now with the fucking pandemic. Probably isn't the best place to be, but
No.
at the same time, just be smart.
True. I literally only been to 3 big cities this year. LA, New York, and Miami. That's it.
Just the 3 worst spots in the whole country.
Yep. That's exactly. I was booked in all those jobs, so I just went there twice to New York, once to LA, and once to Florida. That's it.
Did you?
And I
When
bounced.
were you in New York when it was bad?
Yeah, middle of summer,
Wow.
June.
Was it crazy? I've never been to New York.
I think New York is just a lot of. Like, it's really funny to me. I mean, don't quote me on this. I don't know. I'm not the best judge of character. If I may, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not blah 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 blah. All
Yeah.
that. Disclaimer. I truly believe that a lot of New Yorkers are so puffy chested, like they're like freaking cow tipping in Wisconsin, and then they move to New York for like 3 years, put on AirPods in there, and walk around like, oh my gosh, I'm a New Yorker. Like, dude, go back to cow tipping, okay? Like, straight up, like, you freaking dairy and cottage cheese farm, like, go back at it. Like, who the frick do you think you are? You know what I mean?
Who are you meeting there?
Ugh. But then some Brooklyn people, like some real New Yorkers, dude, oh my gosh, you know, they got the New Yorker, New Jersey vibe too, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love that, dude. Like, that's some gangster stuff. I love the real New Yorker feels. LA, I love LA. I feel like it's got a good grind. It's
Yeah.
always grinding, people always doing stuff.
Yeah, I'm
and-
sure New York's the same, but I definitely feel that, and that's kind of what I wanted, and that's how I feel for myself, and that was something that I think I didn't quite understand but was frustrating me about here before I moved is that I wanted to be working at what I wanted to be doing all the time, but I wasn't. It was probably obviously just my own mentality and how I felt about myself and whatever, but like I could definitely, I think now, do it here, but it's still, even just being back here now, I think about that, like could I do it the same way? And I don't know if I could. It's just something about the location, something about the city there versus here. And I was actually going to say that when you were asking about what motivates me is like, I don't know, I want to work really hard at the shit that I want to do. And I don't want to say it's easier there, because again, it's just up to me. But I feel like it's easier to find others who are also doing that. So if you're doing anything that depends on anybody else or needs to involve anybody else, then that would probably be easier there. And then you just find like-minded individuals, probably more easy, who are also grinding all the fucking time. And it's just a feeling, like, it's also a feeling of the city, especially being downtown. Literally, I live second story above a fucking street. There's always cars going by. There's always like movement. So it just makes me, it feeds into my feeling of like, I want to always be moving. I want to always be working on what I'm trying to get better at and goals of mine and things I want to make or create or work on. So maybe at times maybe I should slow down at times, but I like that right now in my life. I like having that. Here I would get frustrated with not having that feeling. Like where I grew up is it's probably still the suburbs, but I feel like I'm even outside of the suburbs a little bit. Like it's not completely developed. There's neighborhoods. I live in a neighborhood, but it's not like there's a bunch of restaurants around or like grocery stores. Like we have to drive 10, 15 minutes to get to those.
Talking about here? In Minnesota or
Yeah, in Minnesota here where I grew up, yeah. Like even this, like you have a little town here, the development. Like I don't have that where I grew up.
I got 10,000 people driving by every day.
You know that?
I know that, yeah. They clocked it. Beep, 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 beep,
yeah, with the little street markers and shit?
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Beep, beep, yeah, when they count them. Dude, I feel that 100%. I feel like that movement is so important, and the people you surround yourself with, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when I just even started thinking about real estate, it was like late last year, and I was like, dude, I want to jump into real estate so bad. The first thing I did, I was surrounding myself with some, like, ballers who know stuff about real estate agents and people who own stuff. I know the guy who owns like half the freaking strip malls here in like EP. Like it's so great. I got to meet him. I got to freaking talk to him. I got to like just
pick his brain,
man. Because that's when it comes down to like you live your life with other people's input, but sometimes that input is exactly what you need in life. It's like that wisdom that just hits.
Yeah, and if you search out the right people who are willing to and experienced, like those people you should obviously give some weight to. Like not everybody you should give weight to and what their opinion is, but obviously someone who's doing exactly what you want to be doing, those people obviously listen to and take their advice. And again, probably take it with a grain of salt. It probably won't work out the exact same way as it worked out for them as it will for you, but
obviously
they'll obviously know the game.
I want it to be my way, right?
Yeah.
Like Frank Sinatra, I did it my way. Is that Frank? Please tell me it's Frank Sinatra if I'm mistaken.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
You're like, I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
Who cares? Great song, by the way. For anybody who likes it, screenshot it, send it to K-Dog here so he listens to it. We're on the second hour here, and like I'm sure nobody's part of this message, but if you are, kudos to you. I'll Venmo you $5 million. Just kidding. I will not.
A 10-year promissory note.
I like that idea of movement. I like that idea of surrounding yourself with good people. Like understanding that the people around you is like the 5 most people that you surround yourself with are who are gonna make up for who you are. I still truly believe, give it a shot, man. I don't know if you do meditate, and I don't know if you do slow down like that. It helped me so much. Like certain things, even like through the development process, I fired like 2 developers, 3 designers, just a ton of people. Like, and it was like I hired a bunch of people, I fired a bunch of people. It was fantastic. It was great. Which I thought firing people was gonna be so much funner, so much more fun. It's not fun at all. I thought it was really
that doesn't sound fun.
Fired. It's like I felt horrible.
Hey, I gotta let you go.
Yeah, and it was over the phone, like hello,
Oh, bro, okay,
like
that's
FaceTime.
That's easier. Oh, it's FaceTime.
Yeah,
That's still easier than face to face, I'd imagine. but
True.
I've never fired anybody.
dude. But try the slow down thing. I think it's so important to just. So many solutions, so much comes to your brain when you slow down, because you allow your brain to just and your mind to just relax the frick out of it, and then priorities will pop out, and you'll be like, bah, 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 you're done.
Yeah. So, man, I don't do a lot of yoga, but I was doing some yoga when the pandemic first happened and everyone had so much fucking time, and I hadn't chosen what I was going to spend all my time on, but I did like it. Yeah, it was
I think it's
relaxing,
dope.
and it was like, yeah, it just gives you a moment to think and allowing shit just to pop into your head instead of trying to figure something out. Okay, I got to plan this, edit this. Is this perfect? I don't know. Yeah.
And what is 30 minutes of yoga? Or I just meditate.
Do you meditate? So how do you meditate?
Oh, dude, okay, so I sit down, I get into a nice, comfortable position, and I play whatever music. I try to play something super soothing, right? Just whatever. Like, I got this app thing on my TV here, or on my phone. I got an app too. Just play some breathe. Even Spotify's playlists, right?
Just look up meditation playlist.
Yeah, yeah. And you just sit down and just be, man. Focus on your breathing and just be. Let your brain, let your body just be present. Because it's so easy to be in the past, so easy to get stuck, like, especially for me and you, man.
Yeah.
Futures, everything.
Oh, yeah.
I've lived my, 30s already.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm like chugging. I'm like, yeah, I already own 7 properties. No, you don't.
Yeah.
You own 0, okay? Well, now I just signed a mortgage, so, yeah, you own 1, okay? But I think it's so
Congrats,
cool.
by the way.
Not this yet. It was my parents. I'm taking over their mortgage.
Well,
but
that's even, bro, that's fucking awesome.
I'm trying.
Congrats for that.
So
For real, that's dope.
I think it's really cool to just be completely and utterly present in the now. Dude, if you can allow your brain to be just here, now, focused in, give it that, dude, there's nothing better than that. And 30 minutes of something like that focuses in you in, gets you your head straight, and I'm so much more productive. When I allow myself to do that 30-minute, rest up a little, get my head straight, boom, definitely get 8 hours of sleep. That's big.
Yeah, I don't sleep enough.
How old are you?
24.
Oh, sick, man. Same age. What's up?
What's up, dude?
When's your birthday?
March 23rd.
Dude, we're both Aries. What the frick? I'm a 22nd.
Bro, you should definitely be in LA. That's everyone's second. Hey, what's your name? What's your sign? That's basically how it goes. I don't know shit about that.
Good. Don't. It's dumb. But
I
dude,
just agree. Oh, yeah. They'd be like, oh, you're a whatever.
yeah.
Oh, that we're not gonna get along. It's like, ah.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah, it's great.
What does
we're
that
gonna
mean?
get along. Yeah, I don't really care.
Bro, I do know this though, because I've looked into it a little bit. I know the day, because the cutoff. You must be the cutoff day of Aries, is it?
Are you a Pisces or something?
No, I think it starts March 22nd. You said did you say your birthday's March 22nd?
Yeah.
I was supposed to be 22nd. I was born at 1:50 in the morning of the 23rd.
So what sign are you? Do you know?
No, I'm Aries. But I'm
Good.
just saying you're the first day of it.
Damn. All right, say less.
See, look at me. I'm all knowledgeable about these.
Yeah,
signs.
I don't know. I just
One
know
year
that
of living
Aries-
in LA, and I know the dates.
Yeah, man.
No, I don't know all the dates. I just know that.
It's good to know. I know enough about it. I know about the sun signs, the moon signs, all the fun stuff.
See, I don't even know that.
But on the other hand, bro, I mean, it's it's cool to know. It's a cool base thing or whatever. Everybody's on that co-star feels nowadays. Like, do you have co-star? Can I add you?
Do you
Yes,
look
I
at
do.
that?
Yes, I do. Beyonce 420. Just kidding. Look me up, guys. I'm co-star.
Beyonce 420.
Fly dude.
March 22nd.
Fly dude 69.
The best
69.
fucking Aries ever. The number one, the official Aries.
The official Aries won. Official Aries was taken by him. So
Yeah.
I'm official Aries 1. Oh, frick. No, but the sign thing, it's funny, it's cool, it's interesting. I like the Enneagram more if you're going to go into personalities. And
What's that?
It's a test, like a personality test, but it's really cool because it gives you the good and the bad of what you could potentially be or become because of your particular type.
For jobs, or is it's just personality?
It's a lot of jobs nowadays ask because it's pretty
Yeah.
new.
I remember there was when I was in college and was doing some interviews, some of them you do a personality test.
And it's the GB gabagi jigabaga, whatever the frick, like the letters. This one's all numbers, man, and like it's like 1 through 9. Dude, cool stuff. Like I was in denial for a week. Like I'm a stubborn son of a gun, right? So I'm like, no way. I can get angry sometimes. Impossible. I can't. Like, and I just like, I'm like,
You get angry about it, telling you
I
get
just
angry.
like, I was like, what the frick? So I was in denial about all these like things, and then the best part about this test, it's not just about the bad things in your life or whatever. It also gives you solutions of how to fix those things to become the best type. I'm a type 7. Type 7 in your freaking like. Yeah, man. I'm a lucky number. What can you say? And my wing is type 6. Just so you guys know.
What's your wing?
I don't know. It's some stupid thing. I kind of got into it, but I don't really get the wing part. Don't really get it. I get the main part. Type 7. That's all I know. It's great, man. I'm called the enthusiast or something. For anybody who knows, please screenshot this, send it to K-Dog and tell him, what the frick, man?
I'm going to get... no, I'm not going to get that many. I'm gonna get
somebody watches
I'm going to get way too many fucking screenshots here. But
yeah, guys, you should put... Okay, this should be the beginning of the thing. Hey, guys, throughout this whole process, I just want... Hey guys, welcome. Throughout this whole process, I just want to let you know that there'll be a lot of cool little assignments. So watch to the end. There'll be little screenshot ideas and a great laughs that you can watch and a lot of narration with stock plugins. So enjoy. That should be the beginning.
I'm gonna. Don't worry. That's gonna be there. We're like, what the fuck just happened? Because that probably has no relation to what we started out talking about for like the first 20 minutes. I don't even remember.
Yeah, man.
I don't even remember what we started talking about at the beginning.
Probably your shoes. Those are great. Look, the carbon fiber. I really don't remember. But real talk, dude. I really think it's really cool that you're crushing it and you're chasing it. And even though it's pandemic and whatnot, you're still after it. That's really freaking dope.
You as well.
Yeah.
You're killing it, bro.
Trying, slowly but surely. It's
exactly. Doing what you can. And it's...
I'm surprised we're not like hanging out all the time. Like we should have been like in the same group of things when we were... I mean, everything happens for its time or whatever, you know. Like, if we're all being Buddhist, but I'm not Buddhist. As like seriously, we're like very like-minded on certain things, and like I think it's so important to have a dream for a dream to come true, right?
Yeah.
Even that idea, and
it's never gonna fucking come true if you don't put energy and work, put your life in motion towards it.
Dude, 100%.
Like, it's never like it sounds so simple, but. People like me who think all the fucking time, always having ideas of what you'd want to do, what you would like to do. It's never going to fucking happen ever if you don't actually start doing something towards it. Obviously, I know you know that. But for anybody who feels the same way with me, like I literally, maybe I need to meditate. Because I think my mind is constantly going and focusing on something. I think something like this has given me something actually more specific to focus on, because it's something that it was one of those ideas that I wanted to do, and I'm doing it. And it is taking energy. It is taking thought in my mind and editing, whatever. But
word, man. And here's the thing. Like, even with meditation or whatnot, knowing that you're in Aries, you're probably like roller coasting as much as I do in my brain. It's probably going to be very annoying and hard to sit down and just actually meditate. I don't know if you find it hard. I found it extremely hard to slow down. Like,
I think so. Yeah, I've tried a few times, and yeah. But I mean, even like sleeping, I've always been like a night owl person. But it's kind of similar to that. Like, so many nights of my life, I literally can feel it in my head. I get a feeling like on my forehead and my face and my head, of when. I almost feel like it's like my brain is tired, so I want to go to sleep, but my mind will not stop thinking about just like anything and everything, and it just goes from one random fucking thing to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. But I can't, like, it's hard for me to fall asleep at those nights. And I know, like, that's happening at this point in my life. I know, oh, I'm feeling this, like, okay, I'm just going to fucking be sitting here for a while, but... Yeah, I call that similar?
The spiral. Oh, dude, all the time. Yeah. I call it the spiral. And I was lucky enough to be very compatible with my sister and my brother. Speaking of zodiac, I'm compatible with Leos, and both my sister and my brother are both Leos. And it's super great to have a sister who's also my best friend. She's really easily snaps me out of it. So if I'm like in a spiral, I'm like, woo, I'm just going. I know I'm going like all in. I'm like in this, like, it's not even like an anxiety. It's not even like a panic or anything. It's just like the thoughts, and you got ideas, and you got all this, and it's like so much to do. That's first and foremost. I start writing poetry, and dude, I can write a full poem. By the end of it, I'll be like, all right, thoughts out. Or
it feels so good. So I don't do it poetry like formatting, but that's me. I'll just write whatever comes out of me. But you feel, that's why I've been doing it for so long now. It gets it off of you.
Right on. The
whatever
music,
that
man.
means.
Yeah, the lyrics or whatnot.
Just writing it out, yeah, and like, I feel like it literally is this feeling, emotion, whatever in you, at least for me, and then just doing that, like if it's making me tense or whatever, or if it's just, I don't know. I just like doing it now though too. So sometimes I'll just do it because it's not even like a negative sense, and happy or excited or whatever. I like how something sounds that I just came up with in my head. But if it is negative specifically, I will write it out, and it does feel, I guess, just better. It feels like, okay, because I will go and keep going and going and going until I can, and then it's almost like I've exhausted that negative emotional energy, whatever.
I feel that.
Then it's just kind of like done and gone, and I'd be like,
I feel that hella.
That's cool. I just wrote about that, got it out, whatever.
I think light journaling in general is like always been beneficial to me too.
Do you do it regularly?
No, that's one thing I don't do, and I just started meditating like about 3 months ago, 3.5, and it was the weirdest. Sorry, my lips are hella chapped. It was the weirdest thing for me to do, but after I got over myself with like, okay, you can't slow down. Yeah, whatever, man. Yes, you can. And as funny as this may sound, maybe this will help or not. You can give it your best shot. This idea, the macro idea of slow down. You know what keto diet is?
Yeah, that's no carbs, right? Or no
so
sugar.
Fat burns fat. So slow down makes you speed up. It's the reverse. You know how fat burns fat is the weirdest thing in the entire universe when you tell people ketosis is an amazing diet and you eat fats, it's only fats, no carbs, and you'll burn fat like crazy because fat burns fat. When you slow down, you speed the frick up. Because when you okay, let's say I'm going to meditate and I'm going to slow down, I'm going to take it easy today, but literally at 4 p.m. till like midnight, what I could have been doing all day, struggling, 4 p.m. to midnight, I'm hustling at 110% instead of hustling at 70, 75 the whole day, which is not going to give me as productive as freaking taking a chill. That's what vertigo taught me. It's the weirdest. I think I spiraled so much I got into a vertigo spin.
You spiraled into a fucking
legitimate. Man. It's like wee.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's incredible, man. Like when you slow down, you understand. Like, okay, first of all, I'm gonna delegate, which means I get to slow down. I don't have to like do all these all these other things. But you speed up. Not only did I speed up my finances, but I also sped up my mental health like crazy. I made it actually to a better place in my life. My physical health, I started boxing recently.
That's dope.
Love boxing, dude. Like, I'm just doing low key. I'm not a professional or anything. I'm not like.
Yeah, you're just kind of doing like the cardio.
I'm not
boxing.
Mayweather or like.
You're close though, right?
Oh, dude.
You've been doing it like a couple
day
months.
away. A day away, bro. Every day I'm almost as weird.
All right, we got it. Fucking Stefan and Jake Paul. Let's go.
Jake Paul, I'm calling you out. You know he's calling people out right now. I'm like, Mayweather ain't gonna fight you, Jake.
He is, bro.
Wait, what the frick is?
Yeah, it's scheduled.
No.
Legit.
I thought that was
as far as
joke.
I know. No, I think it's real. Isn't that fucking crazy? No, not Jake Paul. Logan Paul.
Okay, good.
Who didn't even win. Jake Paul just knocked the fuck out of Nate Robinson. Like, bad.
Ouch.
Logan Paul fought some other YouTuber dude and lost.
Oh my gosh.
So he didn't even win his fight, and now he's going to fight Mayweather.
What about that McGregor dude?
Oh my god.
He's such a cocky walker. Like the walk is like everything.
Do you not like him?
I love his walk, man. Just I don't care
swinging?
walk. Oh my gosh. He's an icon more than a boxer. He's a legend more than a boxer.
Well, he's an MMA fighter, but he boxed Mayweather, so you could, I guess, say he's a boxer, but his
MMA
he reached, he really is an icon. He was bigger than just an MMA fighter?
Dwayne. Is he bigger than Dwayne Johnson?
Dwayne Johnson?
I love Dwayne
The Rock?
Johnson, man. I love The Rock.
The Rock.
The Rock is amazing. I love The Rock, dude.
Is he bigger than The Rock?
I would probably vote for The Rock if he was running for president.
People
Just
have been
because he's
saying
so
that.
cool.
People have been saying that.
No, dude, he's literally like politically, he just wants peace and love and kindness. You can see it.
Have you seen political things of his? I have not. I'm asking, like, I honestly, is there like a...
Like where he stands politically?
Yeah, is there?
No idea. I think he's independent and he's for like Russians and stuff. I don't know. I don't
He's
know.
got the
man.
Russian vote.
Yeah, he's got Putin inside his pocket.
We like The Rock.
Oh man, I shouldn't have said that.
I didn't even hear you.
We like The Rock, my friend. Okay. We like The Rock. No, Dwayne Johnson is cool, and Putin is probably the most powerful president in the whole world right now. But that's not something you say out loud in America.
Yeah, should I cut that out?
Yeah, please do. I mean, Putin probably send me like a text, be like, "Nice, come on, dude." If he hears it.
You guys
but,
are
like,
on first name basis?
dude.
Cell phone texting basis?
Speed dial. He's got a little emoji next to his freaking name, man.
What is it? What is the emoji?
Butterfly. I'm kidding. It's a bear. You know, he has like 2 bears, like grizzly bears in his backyard.
I don't know shit about him except...
Dude, he's got 2 grizzly bears. He fights MMA. He also fights Krav Maga, I believe.
Krav Maga. Dude, I want to do Krav Maga.
I've
That's
done a
what I
little
wanna do.
bit.
Have you?
It's so intense.
I would love to do it just to know it, but also would like to tie it into acting because I believe that do you like the Bourne movies?
Yeah, they're
Jason
great.
Bourne, so fucking good.
Yeah.
I believe all that fighting choreography was based off of
Krav
Maga fighting. And
Israeli, that's what they fight. And
Yeah,
my
they made it up.
homies showed me some of it. It was like, oh my gosh, that's incredible.
yeah, they're everywhere in LA before COVID. I mean, they're obviously expensive, so and closed down right now. But all gyms out there, any private lessons, boxing
That sucks, man.
is not cheap, and obviously you'll pay more if you go to a better place, like anything. But no, I was gonna do it. I would like to still do it. Probably will once things get a little back to normal. But
I feel that.
yeah, bro, how did you? When did your family come to America?
So, 1992, maybe?
92?
My older brother is almost 30 now. So kick back 30 years, probably 1992, yeah. So my
92?
brother was 1 when they
So
when
he
they
was
got-
born there, and you were born here.
I was born here, my sister was born here. I'm the third, I'm the middle child, just like J. Cole sings about.
Me too, bro. You a J. Cole fan?
I love J.
Me
Cole,
too.
dude. Oh, he's preaches, man. He's got a vibe.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
and I was born here. My little brother was born here. My little brother is the talent of the family, man. Like, he's an amazing musician.
I remember you saying that he sings, right?
Yeah, good-looking dude. He's got the blonde hair, blue eyes, you know, the full shebang.
Hitler's
Not a good
star
person.
child.
Oh, dude. Cool cat. And he's got the whole talent of the whole family. He plays music, like plays piano, plays marimba, won all these awards and everything. Like, amazing little talented dude.
Yeah.
Love him to death. So yeah, we moved here in like 1991,
91.
I think, 92.
Was there like a specific was there a specific reason? Just wanted to be in America? Was it like
So
the American dream? Was it that type of shit?
no,
Or was it like
no. So my dad was actually invited here as a minister.
as a minister? Oh, yeah, so he's a pastor,
California. Yeah, to California, and he did not have his doctorates. Now he has a doctor of theology, which is cool. He finished it last year. I'm like, Dad, you're 53. You're inspiration. Like,
Yeah.
you're such an inspiration. You finished your doctorate. He's traveling every weekend teaching at universities and
It's
stuff in
Catholic,
Russia.
right?
No, we're actually Baptist. Russian Baptist.
Russian
It's
Baptist?
totally different than regular Baptist.
I don't even know regular rap.
Okay.
I can't even fucking say it. Regular Baptist.
It's very like Bible. Like, we're very just biblical based, and it's not much over it. It's just.
Okay.
But it's a kind of like non-denominational, but
So is it based on like Old Testament shit?
New Testament.
It's only New Testament?
A lot of New Testament. We still consider the Old Testament, but we live by the New Testament.
Okay. So would it relate more to than like is it a segment of Christianity?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
So it's a Baptist. It's like Baptist, but like
See, I don't know. I went to a fucking Catholic school, but
Got
I'm
it.
not Catholic. I'm not super
so
super
take
knowledgeable
Catholic
about religion.
and take it 2 notches more conservative. That's
Oh,
what you-
really? More
yeah,
conservative?
Yeah. So
Wow.
we it's
Wow.
very like tight community. It's very like
Bro, you must break a lot of their rules.
me.
Yeah.
No. Can I not? Yes, but no.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, I don't even know any of them.
It's a fun pull, man. It's a fun pull because I'm in a very, very liberal community of fashion and photography, all this, and then I'm in a pull of conservative here, and I find myself somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
And one thing I've just learned is you gotta set your values and set your morals, and live by them, whatever you set, because a man is only as good as his values.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I roll with that. But yeah, my dad. Anyways, do you want me to continue with the story of my dad?
Yeah, for sure.
My dad moved to California with my brother and
Just them two.
his son and my mom, obviously.
Yeah.
Lived there for 4 months, and they're like, nah, not our vibe. Sacramento. They're like, mm-mm. So they moved here because there was also another like opportunity to serve at some certain church, and they were called here and like cool. Very much so living in poverty, like making way less than $25,000 a year, like way less. Like,
Was your mom working?
no, she was a stay-at-home mom, and at the time they're still struggling to freaking learn English. I mean, they're like, hello? Like, till this day, my mom's still like, I don't speak English. She understands it, and she can very barely speak it, but
Yeah.
she just never paid too much attention to it. So we move here. Time goes on. My dad becomes a pastor of a 200-member church at age 25,
Wow.
and he grows it to about 800 members.
Wow.
Huge church. It becomes a big church. Leaves the church, starts another church. At the time, we opened up a nonprofit. We start traveling the world with it, doing crazy amount of things. And then we come back to this church now, and now my dad's in charge of 18 churches in the Midwest.
Wow.
And he travels, and he just inspires, motivates them, puts them like in places if they need to be, blah blah blah, and all that fun stuff.
That's crazy.
But for the longest time, legally, we lived in poverty because we had four kids in the family and two parents. Mom didn't work. Dad was scrambling for whatever. He was working like some security jobs, like taxi jobs, and like it's nuts, man. Nobody freaking at the time he had a bachelor's in theology. Nobody would hire a Russian-speaking theologian. Like, oh, you have pastorship experience? Good for you. You don't speak English? Bye-bye.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for the longest time we did that until my brother
So
got
you were struggling for a while.
Oh, dude, for real. Like, people are like, oh my gosh, like, you probably come from like a really nice family or blah, blah, blah. And like, right. Yeah, totally came from a really nice family. My favorite store was Salvation Army Thrift Shop, okay? That's where I got
Wow.
all my stuff, okay? Hello. Food stamps was like, oh, dude,
Bro,
love them.
you're a fucking for real come up story.
Hey. It was a
Your
ride,
dad
man.
too. Let me get your dad on here.
Oh, for real, bro. He's amazing. Like he's seriously an inspo. And after that, my brother got a job, and that's why we always kept like a shared bank account. It was always shared. It was never like
Is it still?
no.
Mm.
So things changed up last year, but it was always shared, and everybody would just pitch in like to cover the bills, to cover this. Kind of like Shameless. Have you seen Shameless?
Yeah.
They have a shared thing, like
Yeah.
shared box of
That's
things.
cool. You had like a legitimate like family.
Family bank thing, yeah.
Yeah.
So everybody would just pitch in, and it was incredible where we would even get the money, like to travel and to do amazing things. Like homeschool is not cheap.
Yeah,
Music lessons. I play jazz trumpet, man, and I'm good at it. I'm #humble. We also, all of us sing. We have a band. We have like millions of views on YouTube. Like, what the frig? Like, all that, considering the fact that we were like literally legally in poverty, like living on food stamps and like barely scrambling
same
for
time?
things. At the same time, right? Until my brother was like, he was like 20 maybe? So, yeah, maybe-ish. He got a job, and he was getting better income. He started 2 companies for this one guy, running his stuff while it was under his name, doing pretty good there. Then he jumps into grad school, did his grad studies. I was kind of following the feels, following the vibes. It was always kind of like a what's going on type of deal, you know? We stabilized a little bit. Now I'm just helping out a ton. Why not, dude?
Exactly.
I got to travel literally the world. Like, I'm talking like Turkey, Greece, Israel, Jordan, Ukraine, Moldova, Kazakhstan, I'm going to Turkey again in January, by the way.
That's
Woohoo.
amazing, dude.
I got to travel pretty much every state
And was that all through the church?
through our through our nonprofit, man. Everything was through our nonprofit. Like, we would go, people would donate. We would literally, all of us, like last year, before last year, all of us would pitch in. Everyone, whoever had the dough, like it was communal bank, just put it in there. If somebody donated, amazing. We'd drop it, go buy. Like, if people donated, let's say $500,
Mm-hmm.
it was $1 for like a food packet. That's 500 food packets. We can feed 500 people up in Ukraine. We're in poverty here, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, you're from America, you're rich." I'm like, you wish. We're like, yeah. So we would go there.
Well,
We'd give out these
amazing.
packets. We would give out food. We would give out clothing. We would do so much. We'd run kids camps, dude. And I love kids, dude. You don't even know. Like, give me 100 kids. My ADHD. I guess my brother, who's a doctor, thinks I have ADHD too. So whatever. And a mic and 100 kids, dude.
Lights
An
out.
hour, man. 7 to 8 a.m. I had an hour with them. Dude, it was me against 100 kids. Amazing. I was like, hello, and they just scream back. Dude, it's a little troop of kids. I love it. I play sports with them. We do crafts later. You know, we had all these teams and everything. It's truly incredible. And then last year, my dad's like, yo, how about we split up some vibes here? How about we, like, I want you guys to have, like, your future thing and, like really split it up, and, like, you make yours. And I did really well last year on my own. I was like, holy crap, I ain't doing bad. I'm like, all right. So this year I was like, I'm going to really help out a lot. So I did, and I was pouring in a bunch. And then recently signed on to the mortgage and, like, tried to take...
Are you taking it over, or are you just signing on to help?
Signing on to help. I wish I could take it over completely. That would be incredible.
Yeah.
I still
Well,
need to buy
bro,
this. I still need to buy this, and I still need to buy other real estate properties.
And then then it'll flow in more, and you can.
Dude, and with that amount, it's estimated roughly $200K that parents put into you until you're 18. My parents put definitely more than that.
I would feel like it'd be more. Yeah.
Dude, I just want to give back, man. So
Yeah.
freaking much. And most people are like, oh my gosh, my dad did not freaking spend time with me on my birthday. It's like, seriously, bro? Seriously?
Yeah.
My dad could not afford me a new, like, car. I turned 18. It's like...
Yeah, that's another thing I would like to do. I'm not in that position now, but I would definitely hope someday I am. I have not, like, talked to them about that, so I don't know if they know that. I'd almost kind of like that to be more of like a surprise.
Just buy my house.
Yeah, either that or whatever they have left on a mortgage or something. You know, whenever the time comes, whatever the act can be. But yeah, I would love to do that. And I bet that makes you really fucking happy.
Dude, it makes me more than happy, man. Family comes first, always.
Yeah.
Family, like, I would die for my family. No joke. And if I have the ability, if I don't have the finances or resources, dude, I spend so much freaking time with my mom nowadays. Like, just because. We can die tomorrow. Why don't you spend time with your family?
Mm-hmm.
My sister is one of my best friends. My little brother, love him to death, dude.
Mm-hmm.
He just wrote a song, dude. Such a good song. Ugh, love it. Matthew Sharikov. Check him out, guys. On Spotify and everywhere else. But yeah, even my older brother, he got married. He's got a kid. Love my niece. Love my brother. Like, their whole family's adorable. They're living life. And, you know, most people are like, oh my gosh, family's so important. And it is. It truly, truly is to the core, like, something that people, I think, should not only value but, like, cherish.
Yeah.
Truly to their hearts.
That's awesome, man. That's just simply fucking great. I think not a lot of people are ever in that position to do that, and I would imagine a lot of people who are don't. Not that I would hope that, but I don't know. Do you feel like that's more of an immigrant family view? Like, do you find that in America with, like, American kids and friends of yours who are with their families, like, do you find differences in how you view your family and norms with your family?
No, not at all. I feel
No.
like family relations and, like, whatever is, like, here's my take on it. How you treat others usually starts in the family. So if you, like, let's say you're dating, right?
Yeah.
how she treats her mom and dad, how she treats her family. Hopefully she doesn't watch this, but if she does, don't care. I'll take it. How she treats her family, how she treats her mom. If you ever got, meet her mom or whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Truly, how she treats her mom is how she will end up treating you, because people go to their comfort setting of who they are. So if you can truly be a kind, nice person in your family and truly share love in your family, the people who know you like hecka good, like really good, that is where it starts. That is the true self. I think that's beautiful. The immigrant family thing, to answer your question, I think it's more about the perspective. When you see people who literally have no shoes on their feet and literally have like torn off jeans for shorts and like living under a bridge, and that's their lifestyle, and they're like just crying out of freaking like, I get a loaf of bread today. Like, dude, it's a mind-blowing perspective. You're like, oh, so I am rich. Oh, wait, and this kid's mom was shot right in front of his face, bleeding out. And I have a mom? What the frick? I am rich. I have a dad. I have a mom. I have a brother, a sister, and I have another brother. My brother married a great girl. They're happy. They have a niece. I have a niece. They have a kid. I'm super happy. I have a roof over my head, and I have a car to drive. Not only that, but I have a business. And I have a studio space. I have great friends that I love, and they love me back. What the frick? Like, now take your life. Break it down. You're the richest. You should be the richest and happiest man alive, just knowing the simple things that you can be grateful for every freaking morning. And people are like, what drives you, Steffen? Why are you so happy all the time? Gratitude, bitch. Sorry. Bleep that out. Gratitude, man.
No, that's fucking...
You can wake up every morning and look yourself in the freaking mirror and be like, you're amazing, you're alive, take advantage of it. You have a mom, you have a dad, you have a freaking bed. I don't care where you sleep or what you do, you literally have warmth, you have a hot shower. Dude, I lived in Lebanon for 2 freaking weeks with cold water and no electricity. Sucks. Dude, I have electricity, I can charge my phone, and I have an iPhone. What the frick? I have a smartphone, some people still have flip phones. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When you see the perspective and you can just be completely and utterly grateful for what you have, that is real true happiness, man.
That's
right
amazing.
There. At least that's my take on it.
No, that's fucking amazing. I don't think a lot of people get to see that, so they don't understand that, including myself. I didn't grow up. I've done some charity work, not a ton. I probably haven't seen what you've seen. So like, clearly that has given you an understanding that is real and also benefiting you, because it gives you a mindset of what it could be like and to be happy with what you have. And that's fucking amazing. Like, for real. That's dope. A lot of people are missing out on that, and
real.
And it would be a benefit all around, because obviously you're doing like charity work, nonprofit work, and you're helping people in these horrible conditions. So that's awesome. And then it's giving you a real world perspective. That's not this bubble in America, in some town, whatever. So it switches your own mentality of how you're thinking and perceiving the things that you do have, and that's fucking awesome. For the benefit of yourself too. So you're helping others and yourself.
Real talk.
Like, that's dope. Again, I didn't know that about you. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, it's one thing like, yo, let's do a podcast. Let's go. Let's talk about life. I'm
exactly.
Like, what part of life do you want to talk about?
You got a lot of life, bro.
Dude, I got a lot of interesting spheres of my life. Like, which one do you want to talk about? No, ask who, depends who you ask if it's interesting or not, but I don't know. Like, I'd love to talk about whatever, but send me some questions. And you're like, no, we'll just go. I'm loving this, dude. I'm seriously loving this.
Good.
This is just like couch sesh. This should be a couch sesh. Like, that should be the new couch session.
I might switch. I might have to switch. Couch sesh.
Welcome to couch sesh.
It sounds a little bit too much like couch sex, but couch sesh.
It does a little bit, doesn't it? Couch sex.
You said couch sex.
Couch sesh.
Talk about those cow tipping cows. Which tip?
I love how you just go back to a joke, man. That's a real comedian right there. It's a real comedian, guys. Colin in the house. What's up?
All right, man. I feel like we've been on long enough.
Yeah.
This has been dope.
It has been.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Absolutely.
And I've really enjoyed hearing about you and learning. Like that's again something I really fucking enjoy about doing this. You're an amazing person, doing great fucking things,
that.
and already have experienced and have lived a lot of life and come out for the better from it, and that's fucking awesome.
I appreciate
and
that.
I love
man.
hearing about it. And I'd definitely love to have you back, bro.
Dude, I'd freaking love to do this again. Are you kidding me? This is gonna explode. I know it. This couch session, not only couch, but this show's just on the come up. We're gonna freaking explode. All right.
Yeah.
That's how we do it here. Like this, you're a K-Dog, man. You're gonna freaking blow it up. You're gonna make it rain. Yes, it starts as passion, but guess what? A year from now, it turns into monetization. 2 years from now, you're freaking profiting enough to like own your own Tesla and not even care about a thing, because the next session we're having is in your Cybertruck, bro. In your Cybertruck.
Cybertruck 2020.
2021, baby. 2021.
2021.
Cybertruck. Yeah, it's 2021 coming up right around the
I
corner.
know, but for me, it's 2 years. You said.
Oh, frick. Nah, next year. End of next year. Christmas?
2021 next year. Cybertruck.
Cybertruck, baby. That's when it comes out. I want you to be like in that Cybertruck, monetizing off this enough.
If I got a Cybertruck 2021, you're the first person. We'll do a podcast in there.
Dude, I feel that so much. Can we do it on my drone too? I'll be flying my drone off there and
Just the most extra shit ever.
dude, obviously, man. We'll have 3 cameras set up.
Through
we'll
the
have
windshield
lights.
with a hovering drone as the
We'll have freaking diva lights and everything, man. We'll look good. We're gonna be like, hello, everybody. Cybertruck 2021.
Cybertruck.
No, man, I feel that. Real talk. You're real OG. I appreciate this. I appreciate more than you know. I wish you freaking lived closer. I wish we could
Yeah.
do more. I
I'll be
feel
back.
like we could like cook up some real business up in here, get some real cool investments going, get some cool things going around. But
Well, bro, we got phones.
only one phone call away.
Yeah,
That's how we
exactly.
roll.
If something can be done with distance, I'm game in.
Dude, I appreciate that. That's gangster. I really.
All right, bro.
This has been good. Mic drop, eh?
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.